Yo, yo, yo.
But it's pretty good.
Let's see if
I'm
this
enjoying being not cancelled.
can go onto this.
So Dan, what else do you need to do for prep?
No.
Smell things properly. I
What
think
the
I'm good.
fuck?
Cool. That sounds good.
Copy, you bitch.
I
Copy.
don't like this. I'm comfortable.
Back to
with
here.
Why?
Paste.
I don't know what's happening. No, don't. No. Everything's gonna be fine. Everyone will have a job by the end of the night. That is a nice change.
That's interesting.
Oh.
If they don't have a job now,
Oh. Well.
they will be hired.
Yeah, everyone. You get a job.
A job will be
You
forced
get a
upon
job.
you.
And you get a job. And you get a job.
So Linus Town didn't work. Idea was not accepted.
Linestown! We're about to play some
Everyone
Apex here,
has job.
motherfuckers.
You come to Linus Gulag, you get a job. You want job, you have job. You don't want job, you have job.
Yeah. The shows will start on time.
Maybe still no.
Good lord, it's 7. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Short show.
Okay.
Clean show. We're gonna keep to the schedule.
Sure. There's so many topics, and some of these are juicy.
If you want, I'll hound you a little bit harder. The show is supposed to last for 3.5 hours at the current.
Maximum_Twitch.
Aim for 3.
Hi, my friend. You have amazing streaming abilities.
Oh,
Gemstone.
no.
Okay,
Get the
hand
fuck
signed, and
outta
think you have
here.
something you want to accomplish with your channel.
Oh no, you're
Let's
immediately
get
getting
together on
banned.
Discord at ELDAJ02 to exchange ideas based on your objectives.
Blocked.
Clodsney. Hey buddy, your stream looks pretty cool and amazing. Keep it up. Thumbs up. Sign heavy black heart. Your content seems so
Shut the
impressive and
fuck up.
fantastic. Keep working and you shall see the positive result. But I noticed something on your channel that I think need to be amended.
Piece early.
LD love to chat with you more about it on Discord.
Oh, nice.
It would be a great opportunity to discuss the issues in more
I hate
detail and
these
to come up
people.
with a solution together.
Oh.
Would you be willing to chat with me on Discord?
Oh.
My
No,
username is
I would
hand
not.
pointing right, hand pointing right, hand pointing right, TANYA3223.
Go the fuck away. How about that?
You might want to. Oh, there you go. Yep.
I got there.
Nice.
Now we'll get the stupid question. I look like a car salesman.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe not cars. Maybe more like
Are they personalized? Like, does
insurance.
everyone
You could get a Chevy Volt.
Does everyone have themselves on it?
No,
Oh,
they all
it's
have
just
me.
you.
I did not.
What are the stats? What are the?
It's supposed to be like sportsman stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I had nothing to do with this.
Nice.
I assumed that someone did it, and they were like, "What if I put Linus on it?"
Oh man.
Maybe I won't wear it.
Maybe I won't wear it.
Your stats are pretty high though.
Thanks, bro. All right, let's do this thing. My arms look pretty good in it, though.
Nice.
Yeah, they look pretty big.
Good. Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, it's all about the trick where you like,
You gotta push it
like, yeah, you
properly.
gotta mash it. Yeah.
You gotta make it look like you're not doing that, but absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
get a little bit of definition there. Yeah, yeah, see.
Yeah.
See, in the camera it looks better because it kind of catches the light.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little, like,
Oh yeah.
pop up.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, hold on. I just gotta like
Nice.
really dig the knuckles into the underside of that
got
bicep.
some downlighting too, which helps a lot because
Yeah.
then whenever you make one of those, then it shadows under it, which makes it look even bigger. which
Yeah.
is good.
Just like, just like casually, lift it up a little bit too. Just hold on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you fear me, legend?
You should make muscle shirts. Merino
For our
wool.
I think we're good.
I thought you just made clothes for you. No offense to our demographic, but no. Okay. Well, yeah, right. So we do.
Are your friends nearby?
Yeah.
I can't wait to make their acquaintance.
I think I'm good to go. All right, I'm gonna resume the selected then.
Pain? Death? Nothing phases me. Pain? Death? Nothing phases me.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to the WAN Show!
Hello.
Especially our in-studio audience!
Yay!
Those are
What?
the winners of the 3D Down jacket. Buy a jacket, have a chance to win a trip promotion that we ran a little while back. Freaking awesome. So happy to have you guys here with us, sort of. I mean, they're here with us, but not here with us. They are literally above us. If I was not short, I might be able to reach them. We've got a great show.
Really tall.
Well, yeah. We've got a great show. Everyone's really tall to me.
Oh.
We've got a great show lined up for you guys today. OpenAI has pushed AI video forward in a big way with Sora, and 4 out of 5 influencers, according to an EU study, do not disclose sponsorships. I, for one, am shocked.
Very.
Working in this industry, I have met a lot of people, and this is a big surprise. What else we got today, Luke?
The great yellow paint debate. Yellow paint in video games indicating things that you can climb on.
Okay.
Is it annoying or is it not annoying?
You picked that?
Yeah.
That's a headline topic? We've never talked about it before. And so I saw this in the news and I was like, sorry, what the f is this? How is this anything? Maybe Luke will have some thoughts. Somehow this is apparently a big, long-standing debate that somehow we have never discussed. This matters to you? Okay, we'll get into it later. Fine. What else you got? Hit me.
Do I tell you the unfortunate part now or when we get to the topic?
Let's go with when we get to the topic.
Okay, cool.
He's
and
colorblind.
Zuck's Vision Pro review. Zuck pulled the knives out and
Reviewed the Vision Pro.
yeah, it was
Wow.
actually kind of interesting.
All right, let's roll that intro.
Most companies wouldn't do stuff like that.
Nothing surprises me.
The show is brought to you by Backblaze, Squarespace, and Seasonic. Only they can make the sea sonic. That's not what they do. We'll get to that later. First, let's jump into our headline topic. According
gang,
to an
we gotta win this
EU
game, alright?
study of a sample of 500
Okay, great, let's do it.
European influencers, only around 20% of them
What do you mean, oh?
disclosed that the content they posted was sponsored.
Oh my god, let's
While
go!
most of these posts were about beauty, fashion, fitness, food, and travel products. Some of the ones that are
Dropping in, hang on.
most difficult.
Let's do this.
You're gonna be my hero!
At least 119 of these influencers, so in excess of 1 in 5, was promoting alcohol, unhealthy food, potentially hazardous medical treatments, gambling, and financial services such as crypto trading.
I would be really interested to see the percentage breakdown because I bet you a lot of them are in those last two.
Yeah, well, man, I don't know. Alcohol industry is like kind of low-key still a huge industry.
That's true.
And
I guess in my circles, I hear about the gambling and crypto trading stuff a lot, but maybe that's just because it's my circles.
And there have been so many regulatory crackdowns on alcohol advertisement over the years.
Yeah.
Like, you know, okay, some people
Does
might
someone buy me?
not know this. I don't know if this applies to other jurisdictions,
no
but I
doubt.
know that in Canada, at least, you
Here.
can't show people drinking alcohol in a commercial.
Yeah, they just like hold it.
Yeah, they can hold it. It could be nearby while
Yeah.
they're like dancing and being cool.
Oh, by
That wasn't
campfire.
it. That was just
That was
dancing.
not cool.
That was
Yeah.
not being cool.
Yeah.
I could. Okay, I'm gonna try. Hold on.
Someone was through here for sure.
I'm gonna try.
You really don't have to.
Yeah.
We're close to the ring.
Oh, you're.
I'm trying to look cool.
I saw him out there.
Dance and look
Let's go this
cool.
way instead.
I didn't expect a pose.
No.
The pose was epic.
We'll find
though.
some better
Yeah,
weapons
look
before we
cool
get
as
into a
well.
fight.
Kind of sick.
The most I could even try for.
We can
it.
slip up
You're
the
gonna
zip line
bust
if you'd
out the
like.
flexing tips that you did before stream. If you're trying to look cool.
Let's hit these boxes on the way through.
To make the muscles look big.
Yeah, for sure.
So cool, dude.
Yeah. But I'm so cool. I don't have to say it because if I said it, then that wouldn't be cool.
That wouldn't be very cool.
Yeah. Hold on. No, I gotta do the thing. I gotta mash the arm. It's bigger.
The ring's moving.
Yeah. Just gotta.
I don't even work out. My arms are just huge.
Yeah, they're just like they're huge. Hold on. I gotta pull the shirt tighter while I also do
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
What's up?
The European Commission commented that this exposes a need for modern, robust legislation
They're way down on the ground.
to protect consumers from hidden advertisements. While the influencers will you won't be able to dig in and find out exactly who the dealer is. At least 358 of them were earmarked for further investigation. They will reportedly be contacted by national authorities to advise them to follow current rules and further enforcement action.
They were both broke,
as
but
necessary. And I said earlier in the show, for those of you who
they're right here.
sarcasm
Oh, well, it's too
is
late now.
not
We're done.
immediately apparent. I am not surprised by this at all. I've spent.
Sorry, I thought you were done talking there for
No,
a second.
no, I mean, go ahead.
We've collectively, you probably significantly more than me, but we've collectively effectively caught people doing this by seeing sponsorship opportunities come across our desks and then seeing those exact talking points for that exact product in that exact way, in that exact point of the video,
At a
et cetera,
similar
et cetera,
time
et cetera.
frame.
Yeah. Be released on sometimes multiple other people's channels and then having them not being disclosed. And that's happened the whole time. Like,
Oh.
I'm sure that's happening now. That was happening back in 2012.
Well,
like,
remember, the
whole
rules
time through.
didn't even exist when we started. I can't remember who it was. It still drives me crazy because it was such a just brazen example of what was obviously paid product placement to me. Someone did like a mailbag episode where they opened packages from viewers or something, and one of the things they opened was a tablet or a laptop or something, and they talk about how amazing it is for exactly the amount of time that they were supposed to talk about it from a campaign brief that we saw from that same brand.
Okay.
No, it wasn't a tech creator.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a non-tech creator that was just doing a mailbag episode. All. Whoa, look at this!
Wow, it happened to be this thing.
Wow, this is incredible! Look how incredible it is! Look
I
how
already
much
know all these talking points.
battery life it has,
Yeah,
and yeah. Well, let's try it. Let's try this feature that nobody in their right mind could possibly care about, and that was pre the disclosure requirements from the FTC. You know what's funny about that whole FTC thing was there was one big bust. They went after Microsoft around the launch of the Xbox.
It's always Microsoft.
The Xbox, well, yeah, I know, right?
Poor Microsoft, man.
Yeah, poor multi-bazillion dollar company. Let's feel bad for
There's
them.
going to be some new AI law, and they're going to smash Microsoft with it because of OpenAI, and then
Google's gonna be
and
like,
then, yeah, oh, it's cool, and then all these other companies are going to do the same thing and never get touched by it. It's going to happen.
We're spread
You're
out
not
more.
wrong.
Watch your backs on the map.
So,
That probably came through the mic.
sorry, where was I going with that? Anyway, the point is that, oh, you're right. So the FTC introduced guidelines requiring influencers and online personalities to disclose anytime that money had changed hands for placement. Not actually, I shouldn't say placement because I think technically product placement is still not covered. If you don't say anything about it.
Hold on, I'm supposed to use the YouTube stream tagging thing. Hold on a sec. Oh no, my mic's live. That looks like a nice bottle though.
Wow.
Yeah, so if it's just there, I don't think there's anything that requires you to do or say or disclose anything. But if it's something where where it could be perceived as an endorsement, or it could be perceived as an actual review, as an unbiased opinion, then you were told, okay, yeah, there has to be a clear disclosure. It has to be within the first X amount of the content. It has to be audio, visual, so that if someone's just listening or just watching, they can't miss it. And ever since that came out, we have studiously adhered to it.
Yeah.
And it's been extremely frustrating because, as far as I can tell, for a lot of companies and a lot of influencers out there, other than that initial bust on the Xbox, I believe it was the Xbox One X, and people were playing games on Twitch and not disclosing that they'd been paid for it, Microsoft got like a pretty hard slap on the wrist. It wasn't nothing.
And
then I haven't heard
never heard of it
about
since.
a single enforcement case since, even though this is something that is obviously still taking place on an enormous scale. I mean, we've had other tech influencers call it out, talking about all the, like, you know, sketchy offers that they get in their inbox to promote something.
I don't think I'm ever
going
gonna make it to that.
I can only assume that there are spaces where this kind of thing is more common. We haven't seen as much of it, as far as I'm aware, in the tech space compared to what we have at times in the past. But in places like, financial services such as crypto trading and gambling, there is a bit of a tendency for the participants to be less sort of aligned with regulatory
I can try to
bodies.
craft your banner. That's all I
think
can do.
is that a fair way of
Yeah, I think so.
saying that without sort of overstepping and accusing anybody directly of anything? And I guess what's really frustrating for me, as someone who does actually disclose sponsorships, is that the
Looks like I'm
entire
inside a ring.
online media industry has absolutely nobody to blame but themselves. Like we were given an opportunity. Things were getting out of control. You know, 8 years ago or whenever it was that the FTC published those guidelines, and that's American only. Here's a fun fact. In Canada, I am not technically encumbered in any way by FTC guidelines. We do have a regulatory body, but it's not law. It's just guidelines. I forget what they're even called because they're irrelevant. Someone reported us to them, and they investigated us and found that the report was bullshit, because of course it was. But even if they had found us to be, you know, misrepresenting a sponsored talking points as our opinion or whatever the case may be, they still would have had absolutely no teeth to do anything to us.
This is
but
fucked. I don't know how I'm
when
gonna
we
get
saw
there.
it, when the FTC guidelines came out, that was an opportunity for everyone to get on the same page and disclose things in the same way to level the playing field. But as it is, it's really frustrating because I actually put a couple of comments in the doc here from our last video, from the video we uploaded yesterday, the all Logitech setup. One of them is, Logitech must have paid you a lot to show that stupid cloud handheld again. That is how much the trust is eroded. I explicitly said of the cloud handheld, explicitly said, Logitech offered to sponsor content on this thing. I talked about how stupid it was.
What
I
you
told
smiling for?
Logitech I'll be happy to take it, but this thing is too stupid for me to do a sponsored video about. I got it in my hands, and I did a review of it. I ended up actually liking it. No money changed hands. I was explicit. This isn't something that's like I left.
I'm trying to give you cover.
To ambiguity. Maybe Logitech paid. Maybe they didn't. They did not. And still, that's what we're looking at. You know, wow, this channel's getting more greedy and shilly with every video. Remember the one certainly sponsored by Intel where they didn't once mention power efficiency?
Reloading. Killed an enemy.
My friends. Man, it's been really interesting watching how desperately people are trying to like to got him these days. That video was missing a couple of things that would normally be present in a laptop review. Would you like to know why?
I team wiped.
Because it wasn't a laptop review.
Try my best as we speak.
Yeah, I don't know what you can do here.
I grabbed the shield back,
looked
so
at
we're
this
good.
video, I saw the title and the thumbnail, and I was like, oh, we did like a sponsored video with Logitech. I clicked on it, I skipped through it, I checked the description and was like, oh, we didn't.
It's not that hard to figure out.
Yeah.
Back to the Intel thing. So
I'm pretty sure there's people up to my right.
the battery life comparison was because our comparative laptops were not chosen for their similar, you know, watt-hour size battery. Any number that we would have presented would have had enormous asterisks on it. It wasn't the point. What
I
we
think
were
we're
doing
okay
is
now.
we were
I think
looking
we're
at
okay now.
Ultra. We wanted
We just
to
gotta
look
stay
at
on this
angle
side.
performance in particular because that's one of the areas where it has improved a lot, meriting MSI releasing their Claw gaming handheld with ARC graphics, which was a big surprise to me when I saw it at CES. We also wanted an excuse to kind of demystify the name, criticize the name change, the fact that someone could watch.
Are you trying to go to that?
Where we basically say that Intel's naming scheme looks like they generated it with AI. They obviously have absolutely no idea how sponsorships work. Do you have any idea how much Intel would have spent on this branding initiative? For them to go and spend money to undermine it? Are you a fucking idiot?
Money for us to be like,
Are you actually fucking stupid? Is the question you need to ask yourself. The other thing that we didn't include was the power consumption. And another one. People
I don't know. I don't know where these people are at.
We got him! Because on Intel Arc, that Intel CPU is rated at up to 65 watts, whereas the AMD one that we compared it against was 35. So, we were just trying to pull one over on us.
yeah.
It's a configurable TDP, my friends. It was running in the mid-30s the whole time. Chillax.
Found a mobile respawn again.
And so
I'm up here. I'm up on top. Oh, I got fried. Oh, I got fried.
At this point, the incredible
How the fuck did you get up there, anyways?
distrust.
I went off the door, over on one of the doors, and
no
off.
matter what we say,
Because
there
they're
is,
not watching.
there is going to be a certain group that no matter what, if you say anything positive about anything, they're gonna go, well, it's obviously paid.
Pretty sure we're not alone.
And everything else, all the other context that exists around it, explicitly saying it's not sponsored, not having any, you know, sponsored hashtags or calls to action or URLs or all the things that are part of sponsorships and how sponsorships work.
They're in here now.
With all of those things missing, people are going to not be able to discern, because apparently 80%.
Keep moving.
80%.
Yeah, so like knowing that, why would you?
Why would you believe anything?
You would be a fool.
I
to do
don't
so.
exactly. And so, if I'm to address, you know, this cynical person, right? Obviously, living and breathing, being in this business for over 10 years, to me, sponsored content is obvious.
It's,
Disclosed
you're
or
not
not,
gonna-
it's obvious. If the production values suddenly
Is that a
change
wingman?
in the middle of a video, gee, I wonder why they spent more time on this. It's obvious, but to most people, it's not.
They're on top of me. I can see their
I'm not
shadow.
gonna say the entire thing was AI generated if it's sponsored content. But yeah, I don't know. I would be pretty sus if this was what was going on. I don't watch reviews in almost any of the areas mentioned.
I'm gonna hit their mama in the
So
face.
I don't think a lot of the content that I watch has this going on. But if I did, yeah, I would be concerned about it for
45
sure.
seconds. Rings close.
Yeah, it's really tough. They're not watching. That's what they're
No, this. Like, I do highly suspect this is good to know that aren't watching, or at least aren't watching the whole thing. Like, click on the video, watch like 10 seconds, comment.
I mean, that Logitech one, that's such a surprising take though, because we immediately dunk on Logitech for their stuff being really, really expensive. Like our setup, I think we made it to like the $6,000 mark,
Yeah, I know.
which didn't include a computer or a monitor. Like, it was just okay. We did have some pretty goofy stuff in it. Like, we had these, I forget how much they were. They're like $800 Bluetooth speakers or something.
The
But
fuck
we
is straight
Also,
shot?
if you were paying Canadian prices, there seems to be a pretty wicked markup right now. It was not 30%. I think it was closer to like 70 or 80% higher price in Canada to buy a Superlight than it was in the States.
I can explain that.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know if this is still the case, but back when I was managing Logitech, the Logitech product line at NCIX, one of the problems was that Logitech's distributors in the country were just kind of trash. And a lot of the time they wouldn't have enough stock, or they wouldn't have good pricing on the product. So a lot of the time what you're seeing is a listing that's just pulled from the Disty inventory feed rather than actual inventory that you've negotiated pricing with from Logitech and are holding in your own inventory.
This is Logitech's website.
So, this is Logitech's website. Okay. Problem number 2 that existed back in the day is Logitech's pricing for the Canadian market was often pegged to extremely unfavorable exchange rates. So we would be able to get Logitech products through a reseller in the States for cheaper than we could buy it directly negotiated through Logitech in Canada. So when I was at NCIX, the majority, I mean, this is all statute of limitations, see you later, buddy. The majority of the Logitech product that we moved was gray market that I bought from United States distributors, imported at additional cost, and then sold up here because other than having a different part number, they were and no French packaging, they were exactly the same product. And Logitech, being Logitech, there are good things about them too, always honored the warranty for it, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
We would just buy gray market product.
They've always had really good customers.
It would just be cheaper, and then our customers would be happier, unless they were francophone, in which case they would, you know, oh, why do you not have a pricing? Yeah, or whatever French people sound like. Probably not like that.
Wow.
Please don't get mad, AJ.
I think their pricing has changed since I shopped for my mouse.
This is a good LZ.
Not even that long.
And canceled. Remember on the pre-show when I was saying that we would not be unemployed by the end of the show?
Yeah.
I take it back.
The French people are coming for us.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Moving
I
on.
mean, it's a really long walk. And they'd have to cross a border into another country to get here, so.
Yeah.
Got him.
Heard that.
Okay, that's probably not helping.
AJ is here. Oh no.
Oh no. One of our developers.
It's so. Oh, it's not that weak. Darn it.
Well, sort of.
It's only 10 then.
Anywho.
Were you saying that on him being developed?
Yeah, he's infra, but like.
He totally can though.
I know.
And did a lot back in
I
the
know
day.
he can, but that's why I said sort of, because it's like, well, I don't know, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does a lot of things.
Yeah, he does.
The point is the Great Yellow Paint debate. Oh, wait, do we... Okay, he just threatened to kill the stream. AJ?
First blood.
There's nothing I can do to stop you other than to apologize. Here. This is the problem with developers. Too much power. Sorry, infrastructure and development. AJ, please do not turn off this stream. Think not of me. Think of Luke. Think of Dan. Think of our live studio audience. And also Dan was there.
Oh man.
It would be funny though.
Dan, don't encourage him.
Oh man.
You know how hot-headed French people get. I mean, Francais! I mean, wait,
Oh man.
Okay, let's talk about the Great Yellow Paint debate.
Oh, the head rush. All right.
Luke, do you want to start it for us?
Yeah. So okay. You know how you were like, yeah, I don't really have like
Thank you.
feelings about this or whatever. We've never talked
Well,
about
we
it.
should talk about it first. Okay, fine. I'll go through the thing.
I can do it. I was just gonna
all right,
say.
Luke's gonna do it. No. We got to go through the thing first, then we talk about
Sure.
it. All right.
The online argument over developers' use of hyper-obvious yellow paint to guide players has reignited after the.
Hey, you want this energy ammo? I'll grab another heavy weapon if you want,
A cliff face
bro.
with some very artificial-looking yellow rocks. This is a debate that has been going on since October of last year. Somehow, never heard about that. To a screenshot of a yellow-painted splattered ladder in the Resident Evil 4 remake. Many players have argued that this is an obnoxious and immersion-breaking tactic to guide players that demonstrates a level of laziness and lack of creativity. Some game designers have pointed out that these kinds of very obvious cues are often retroactive changes in response to playtesters repeatedly getting stuck. Still, others have argued that these kinds of extremely obvious signals should be an option within a game's settings. Dinga Akaba, the director of Deathloop, called avoiding these more obvious forms of guidance a choice and investment that requires a lot of communication between disciplines during development in order to ensure that
What
such
the fuck,
guidance is
motherfucker?
logically consistent within a game's
I give you
world.
all that
And if I remember
fucking
correctly,
ammo and then
Deathloop
you just
actually
go
has some
fucking
really
snake me
cool
like that? No, you already
versions
took it,
that were
bitch.
quite creative, so I think a good person to listen to on that.
What a teammate.
Discussion questions. How should game designers balance?
I see how
potential player
greedy you
frustration
are.
with
Probably
breaking
Gen
immersion?
Alpha or
And
Gen
have
Z.
you ever just completely failed to find an obvious progression point in a game and gotten stuck?
This is from one of the Tomb Raider games. Shadow, I think? Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Oh, they actually did this. Okay.
So, somehow we've never talked about this on the WAN show before, and if this is such a huge debate, I'm sort of surprised that it completely escaped our notice. I think I have what might be a bit of a hot take here, and that's who gives a fuck?
I'm taking fire.
And I have probably just antagonized half of the entire gaming community now. You know, this is what happens. This is how influencers eventually diminish their audience to nothing. All you have to do is once a week alienate half of your audience,
And then eventually.
and in no time at all you will have nothing.
Yeah. Eventually I'll have half a person. Yeah, I don't really care either.
I didn't even notice it. I just thought it was way because I first saw it in the
definitely
first
noticed it.
Tomb Raider, and I was like, "Oh, you can tell where to go."
I usually
That seems pretty
find,
useful.
that there's some decent explanation, like even that Tomb Raider one. In
Yeah.
my opinion, the easy one, it just looks like it's been climbed. That just looks like where?
It's paint.
Is it paint?
Yeah, if you
Is
get
it
close
because I'm
enough
far
to
away?
yeah. It's just the quality. It's definitely
Okay.
white paint on stuff.
Okay.
It's a thing.
I mean, I don't mind it too much. This is actually a thing that some people do in certain areas. Like if there's hiking routes that have bits that you're supposed to climb, sometimes they are more. I think in Assassin's Creed games back in the day, they would often have, I might just be making this up, but I don't think I am. I believe they would have cans of paint at the bottom of certain ladders that would have paint on them so that it looked like it was like an accident. I believe that's a trick that's been used. Deathloop, I believe, was an example that people have used where they would use design elements to literally have like arrows pointing at the door you're supposed to go into, but the arrow would be like the sign for a shop, and they would put lights on it, so it's like really obvious, a big arrow with lights on it pointing at a door, but it's like, honestly, it doesn't say go here to progress. It's just some store, but it's more obvious than other things, so it kind of naturally brings
If
you.
you're gonna have an obvious thing, like maybe at least, okay, look, I've seen obvious cues for where to go and what to do that just were not obvious to me, and honestly weren't fun. Half-Life Alyx has a puzzle. Have you played Alyx?
No. I can't play VR at my place.
Beginning ring countdown.
Okay. Anyway. Oh, that's sad.
That's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
The basement suite actually had significant space for the
Right.
current place.
You guys need to move back.
Well, at any rate, it has this puzzle where you do something and like a whole bunch of stuff comes flying up into the air. And if you look through it, there's like a code you have to enter. And if you align with it in exactly the right way, it makes an eye. And it's looking at the right code combo because there's like a whole bunch of them. I can tell something's an eye.
You want to know one of the puzzles that I thought was just the worst?
And it wasn't fun. Like, it was just, in typical Half-Life fashion, it was just like, kind of a slog until I went to the next story.
There goes another half.
Life.
Oh!
Yeah.
There we go. One of the ones that I hated was the Skyrim Claw puzzle.
It's Skyrim.
How many people figured that out without Googling or having some fun? I actually think very few. Basically, you might have just gotten it by like random chance, random combinations there could be. Basically, there's, I think it's 3 symbols on a spinny thing, and you have to, I read the journal, you and 4 other people, but I don't even remember how I figured it out. It's been way too long, but you have to have a combination of symbols. And the way that you find the combination of symbols is you open your inventory, and Skyrim had this like 3D model viewer for all their items, and you had to rotate the claw item that you had looted, and the symbols were on the bottom of the claw.
Was that a mechanic that had been introduced at any point?
No.
Or
And as far as I know, they use it for claws moving forward, but I don't think they use it for anything else.
Shoot,
Who inspects items? Exactly.
I forget what game I played recently where just you would have to do something and the mechanic for it had never been introduced before, and you were just expected to fumble around and figure it out. And it was really frustrating. And it's one of those things where you go back and you remember older games and you're like, oh yeah, that was like so much fun. It was like, right, yeah, it was fun because I only owned 4 games and I was 9 and had absolutely nothing to do but play this game.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm at the point now where if you want to put white paint on something, honestly,
Get ready
I'm
for a
trying to
light
figure out
show.
what game I would count it being there and find it fun. Like if it was a puzzle game, and the whole point of it was to solve the puzzle or something like that, I would find something kind of patronizing, you know? Like I'm.
It's interesting because like someone brought up like there's no paint in Origin or something. One of the newer Assassin's Creed games. But the contrast I would give you there is the old Assassin's Creed games. It was actually like where you had to climb was quite specific. In the new Assassin's Creed games, you're just Spider-Man. Right. Just climb on any. I haven't played Mirage. Maybe it changes there, but in Origins and Odyssey,
I'm getting high, motherfucker.
There's a team coming late.
you don't need any paint if it's a vertical surface.
Enemy landed on you.
I don't know. Unless it's like very obviously extremely smooth, but if it has pretty much any texture to it, you can clamber up it. So, I don't know.
Reloading.
Bird poo for Leaps of Faith, that is a thing. But that's another one like I was talking about earlier, where I think Assassin's Creed has done this type of stuff in the past, where there is actually a pretty good kind of reason behind it, and usually when you walk up to one of those leap of faith points, there is actually like eagles or other birds sitting on that thing. So when they fly away and there's bird poop sitting there, it's actually extremely
Double timing it.
Yeah, I can see that. Like having to pushing yourself to make there be a reason
What's up here?
for whatever's on there.
I like that personally.
Yeah, I get that. We've got one of our discussion questions is,
My shields are recharged.
what was a time that you could have used a hint? And there is one that pops into mind for me because it was an extremely frustrating thing for me. I looked up 2 things.
What? How'd I go down? What the fuck?
I looked up where to find.
Pick me up, Rick Mark.
Meteor goes or something
Bro,
because there's
mute
actually
up,
2
bro. You're
places on the
fucking-
map that
your
match the
voice is
description.
annoying as heck.
So I spent like a bazillion
Your
years
play is annoying as heck. I'm sorry I picked you up.
looking for the thing when actually it was somewhere else. It was not on me. And then the other thing that I looked up was you infiltrate this cultist base. I can't remember what anything's called because that came out 5 years ago or something now. But you infiltrate this cultist base. It's like a really annoying stealth segment, and you finally get to the end of it. And
Where did we not go?
it's not obvious where to go, and I felt so annoyed because all you have to do is put on your use your like Sheikah vision or whatever. I can't even remember what it's called anymore. And there's a wall that's breakable. But
I don't like those types of things.
there was no obvious reason for me to do that.
Yeah.
Other than, if I was playing Batman Arkham Asylum and it was just the most obvious thing whenever it's not obvious what to do, that I would just flip on detective mode and it would just show me exactly where to go. Like, sure, I would have thought to do that, but I was really, really frustrated that I looked it up.
Found a hop up here.
What?
Hammer point.
What are you guys? They're saying I'm a gamer? What does that even mean? Apparently other people got stuck there as well, but yeah, I felt really bad looking it up. I was really annoyed. Anyway, it's a metal wall that can be moved using a power. Yeah, but I didn't know it was metal. Like, ugh.
Does it look metal?
And I don't
Is it
think.
appearance metal?
I don't know. I don't remember. Obviously, I didn't even remember it was a wall that can be moved. It just like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, fair
not obvious to me
I'm sure I
because
have lots of examples. I just don't remember.
I had just gone through a thing like sneaking past guys. It was stealth time. It was not like pick up a giant metal thing and it just, I don't know. It was jarring.
There's definitely been a few times where I've like been stuck in a room and I absolutely cannot figure out like what the heck I'm supposed to do, and I'll spend a long
I think
time
you better go.
trying to be like Google it, and then realize like when I came in the room I like checked my corner on the right and the hint was like directly to your left. So when I checked the corner and then kept moving in and then eventually looked left, it was past me, so I just never saw it.
Right.
And it's like, oh my good. And then I'm like much deeper in the complex by the time
Saying
I missed this thing, so I didn't
goodbye
go all the way back to the
leaving
beginning to see it.
behind.
There's
He's
been times like
wasted
that for sure.
all his
I don't know, this
lonely
stuff doesn't matter.
teardrops
When it's
now.
egregious, like in the picture for Final Fantasy VII,
dun,
it's kind of a lot. And it looks a lot more out of place in my opinion than the paint splatter on the ladder on the left. But the ones on the
This looks like somebody spilled a can of paint.
yeah, so that one's I'm kind of fine with that. The one on the rocks on the right is
What's funny about this one is they could have made it blue and or purple and it could have looked like algae growing on the rocks.
yeah I think
Why yellow?
Got some extra supplies here.
I feel like there was probably a better way to accomplish it. A more subtle way. The Tomb Raider one with the white paint, it's more subtle in my opinion.
Need some
It
fucking
was too
energy.
subtle. I mean, here's something that we have to remember. You know, it was George Carlin who said, think of, you know, the most average person you know or whatever. Half of people are dumber than that.
Yeah.
And I don't even mean that in like a you know, rude way or anything. I just mean it's fine for you to say, well, the game should be less obvious, but I mean, what if that is how obvious it needs to be for 20% of gamers, or you know, wherever that line works out to, because everything's a spectrum, right? So obviously a difficulty slider would be ideal. But if I'm a game developer, actually that shouldn't be that hard.
I don't think so.
If all that slider does,
You're on top.
like indicator slider, is just takes that one texture and just fades or unfades it. I mean,
Different sliders like combat difficulty and puzzle difficulty.
yeah.
And puzzle difficulty really just is like prevalence or visibility of hints. I think I'd like that.
We're saying the color was because of color
We're going
blindness
that way,
issues.
bro?
Yeah, I
What?
Can see that.
Okay. Well, that's an easily solvable thing as well, then,
I
right?
also just wonder, like, is it as big of a problem?
I can't hit
as
them from
say
here
when
for
you try
this.
walkthroughs?
I got a
Basically,
R99 in the master.
like, if you
It's
just
not as big of a problem, though. It's very easy to tab out in Google,
Like-
or if you're a console gamer, just
Yeah,
pick your
no.
phone.
like I was playing what was it? Was it Sea of Stars? I think it was Sea of Stars. It was either Sea of Stars or Chained Echoes. And I think it might
We're
have
gonna
been
split
Chained
up
Echoes.
now.
And at one point you get to this dungeon where you do like moving things around puzzle where you have to move everything right, and then you know a thing makes it to a goal. It kind of reminded me of Crosscode. Except that this entire game had not been that. It had not been like a solve brain puzzles game. So they have you do one, and then they have you do another one, and it's like quite a lot harder. And then they have you do a last one that's like hard.
Why are we doing
And I was
this?
just sitting here going,
Yeah.
can I just fight the guy at this point? Like I'm bored, so I just looked it up. I was like, yeah, if I sat here for another like amount of time, I probably could have figured this out, but I would rather just fight the bad guy right now because
Hey, we
that's
need to hit
not
this balloon or something.
that's not what I signed up for with this
Go
particular
left.
game.
I really like.
Far.
This is one of the reasons why I like
Where you
old
at?
ones so much,
I'm coming up.
or old ones, I guess. But I really like discovered small
gotta go
stories.
left. Here, come on.
So like if you
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
if you find like some like little hiking gear and
Sure.
like a little, there's like a note saying like, sorry I ran up ahead,
Where you going,
but I
left?
like
Yeah, I'm going left.
I
I'm
was
not
just
even gonna
bored.
acknowledge
I'll leave
five.
some like
I mean, we
paint
low
markings to show that you
Yeah,
can
yeah, go left, go left,
Yeah.
go left.
Yeah, just integrating it into the
I'm
story.
now totally cool
Let's
with
just
this
get ahead.
thing, and I think it's cool
So
instead
we'll probably
of
find a
being
team
obnoxious.
here.
Like I love little things like
go
that. I
all
feel
the
like
way.
you can cover a lot of things.
So tell me this: did we start this conversation not caring, and end up caring?
No, I still don't really care much.
much.
Yeah. I mean, I care about pretty much everything in video games, at least a little bit.
That's fair.
But I don't really care much.
You
I'm
hear
gonna
that?
try and think of something he
There's a
doesn't care
care
about
package
at
coming
all.
down.
People up here.
Energy ammo here.
Nope,
Is that a
how
shooting?
about that?
They're right here.
I'm genuinely trying.
Yeah,
We could.
something he doesn't care about. Okay, here's something. Here's something.
See what teammates
The
We could probably get like
the
just sit on
unrealistic
here and
representations of the male physique.
get some shots.
I think I got one.
No, I don't care.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't care at all.
Yeah. So Marcus
You know what?
Phoenix
No.
or whatever.
No, I think I do care.
You care?
shit, we got
Oh,
that.
shut up! You do not.
I
shut up.
care
Maybe grab
that
it.
people try to make a big deal out of it.
I can grab it.
That's not caring.
Oh, darn.
That's not
I
in
got
the
it, I
video
got it,
game.
I
That's
got
just
it.
caring
I got
about.
it, bro.
Damn, they brought the Prowler burst back.
All right.
That's not caring about the game.
Fair enough.
All right. Yes. Yes. I did it.
I got it, bro. Don't do it.
It's like I care about that a lot.
He cares about that a lot. What are you guys talking about? No, you guys. No. You guys. You don't know Luke like I do.
I have a problem right now, bro. Shit's
I can pick
ass.
something Luke gives exactly measurably zero f***s about.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. There's another argument going on at the same time, which is the like explosive barrels argument. They're all red.
Of course they are.
I'm
They're dangerous.
super cool with that. They're gonna be obviously marked in real life as well.
Yeah, they're explosive.
Yeah.
Caution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What?
like,
Come on.
why are they all red? I don't know. Who cares? But
Because
they're gonna
fire.
have some type of like
Because
label
fire.
on them. Yeah.
That's why. That's why they're red. They're red because fire. No, no, I'm sorry. You're actually objectively wrong about that one.
Yeah. So like, don't worry about it.
Thank God.
Speaking of objectively wrong,
Yeah.
I mean, there's this.
I'm stunned that Dan, had you not seen this either?
No, I have definitely seen this. The
you
thing
have seen this,
the
okay.
thing that I wasn't sure about is when I saw it last, because it feels like, haha, vintage meme from 3 years ago, but I'm pretty sure it was like 2 months ago that this video came out.
No, it wasn't 2 months ago.
Like, how old is this? Like, it's not very
I think
old.
this is like relatively early on when Midjourney was a thing.
Like earlier last year, probably.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like that long ago. It's come so far.
In full screen chat says about a year.
Yeah.
Jess and I could not stop laughing at this. We were trying to have a conversation. It was on the screen, and we just couldn't. It's so good.
There's we've got a couple of other
We're going for
examples,
bridge?
like the AI beer commercial
I'm
here.
gonna hurry up and I'm gonna go try to get this
Yeah.
view though.
Very good.
Anywho, the point is that OpenAI has taken a big leap forward with AI video, revealing their new text-to-video model, Sora, which creates high-resolution videos up to a minute long.
You guys want that wingman?
What
They-
any similar
they
model
nerfed
has
the wingman.
previously
What's the
been.
wingman do?
Some of the demo videos are almost indistinguishable from the footage.
What kind of gun is the wingman, sir?
Surreally dreamlike and have occasional AI artifacts like extra limbs
Dude,
popping
back here
in and
might
out
be
of
nice.
existence. The model can also animate
Look at this scene, they were
still
just fighting.
images and blend two different clips together into one shot. Some experts have speculated that Sora's improved ability to represent real
Coming to you, I'm coming to you, I'm coming to you, I'm coming to you. Let's get top 5.
There are some Sora
Wait,
demos
you're
on the
right,
OpenAI
right.
site. We'll be checking those out in a minute.
No.
CEO Sam Altman
We
took
could-
public
we could go
requests
in there,
and
gotta be
posted
all
the
be
results on Twitter. Here are two golden retrievers podcasting.
I think this is like the worst one that I've seen, to be honest. But yeah.
Oscar Mike.
I mean, it's
Wait, what's the dipped? I got a hill.
It's very impressive. Have you seen
Not
some
bad.
videos?
I intentionally didn't look at anything until WAN show.
Oh yeah, there's crazy stuff.
This just looks green screened onto a mountain.
Let me hijack this.
Yeah.
I
Where is he?
knocked one. There's like 3 in there, bro.
You know not, it's just
Man,
us.
that's some
We got to
pussy
watch
I
shit,
definitely
bro.
see the dreamlikeness,
Yeah.
but and like the cat's foot kind of moves at a weird angle sometimes. But if you
Pretty
did
much all of them, there's a little bit that's like,
yeah, that
Fuck, bro. That guy was
kind
hiding.
of
I
came
knocked
out
one.
but- oh yeah. no,
It was dead.
If I wasn't paying attention though, if I was shopping in a store and this footage
He's gonna come out. He's gonna come out this door.
in your peripheral.
And you know, that, it was like the
Not the
promotional
top.
imagery of, you know, their stupid scar on a dog. Yeah. No, I wouldn't
Look how
notice.
good the fur is and stuff.
He's under us. He's under us.
Those two beaches on the left and right of the dog are obviously different beaches.
Yeah, it's just like actually digs into the side of the dog's body when it goes past. It's gone after it goes past the pole. Like there's some things that are this one's crazy
Down,
to me.
pussy.
This one's actually kind of nuts to me. The only place that I really
OF,
notice
OF,
anything is
OF.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip over the one because there's one very interesting part of it. Oh, if I can find it, give me a quick sec. Where is it?
Oh, Luke's doing stuff. Luke's doing stuff. He's finding
Is it
stuff.
gonna be here? I don't know.
Oh wow.
Under capabilities? Is it on this slider? I think so.
Dude, I think I died from the same team last
Skull
time.
and Bones gameplay right there.
I couldn't do anything with 3 of them coming in like
So
that.
this one has
They blew the door open, it
going
was
on.
done.
One of the reasons why I'm not
Yeah, that door was
so
one
crazy
hit.
about the dogs podcasting on the
I
hill is
did
there's
my
just
job
not really
though.
that much going
My
on.
3
This
kills.
is much more complicated. One issue
Jeez.
that I've found with a lot of these is it has a problem with forward and reverse time.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the video will look like people are in like video that is being rewound,
Yeah.
and other bits are going forward, and it has a lot of issues with that. There's also still some problems with movement, but there's a really impressive and a really interesting thing that happens. Watch this sign. It's going to completely occlude behind her head. And it's the exact same when it comes out the other end, which is actually nuts.
Right. That means that they have to be looking
and
at
the-
more than just previous frame, more than just previous like 10 frames.
And the scene cuts and it's still good. That's pretty crazy. But we'll see if you even notice. Something really big changes here at the end. It took me a few watches to even notice. Hasn't happened yet, to be clear. It's happening right now.
Did her jacket changed?
Like, dramatically, yeah.
Wait, is it that dramatic?
Oh, it's very dramatic.
Hold on. Okay, go back to it. I could tell the jacket looked different. I couldn't tell what. Oh.
It's like very different, and most people don't even notice.
Okay. How many frames?
crazy.
How many frames was that jacket out of the shot for?
Quite a few, like a lot.
Okay, so it was gone for a while. When does it become this jacket? Because does that have the straps on the shoulders?
So it goes
the
away
wide?
at like 36 seconds, and the video is a minute long.
In the wide shot, does it have the little like straps on the shoulders? Because I don't see them. Can you zoom? Enhance. Enhance. Oh, it does. Okay. Close up. Let's see.
Yeah,
So they go this way.
Master. AJ, lead on my way.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, they're
What
similar.
the fuck? Why is there only 2 of us?
Interesting. You know what I bet it's doing then is it's probably rendering more than just the frame rate. Because that would help it out in a big way, kind of like the like a treadmill, you know. So they're figuring out what's coming before it actually gets to us, so that there's some cohesion, and then retaining permanence of what goes off the frame. So basically, we're probably seeing a subset of the entire frame that is being rendered.
Yeah.
If that kind of makes sense. If I'm guessing, I don't know how all this works.
See, like this motion right here. There's a lot of this, but this motion right here looks like it was. That looks like it was in reverse. You know what I mean? There's way better examples of that. That one's much more subtle. But a lot of these videos are really interesting.
This one makes
to
me
watch.
uneasy. This one's really uncanny. Like very uncanny valley for me. Oh, his face does not look right. That doesn't look human. People are saying they love the knitted helmet. I mean, he's
This
got to
is pretty
stay warm.
crazy.
He's got to stay warm, you guys.
You can you can see it in the water. It's just like not quite right.
That wave is too straight. Look how straight that wave is.
And then there's something.
That is the world's straightest wave.
There was something else going on with it too, but I don't
Like
remember
it would walk
exactly what
into
it
a
was.
certain type of nightclub and be like, no, I need to go.
I belong.
Replicator there. Those who hesitate to use it will fall.
Find my people. But there's like, yeah, there's little bits on the water here where I think it gets confused about like is this water, is this rock?
Yeah.
That one splash happened at like a different speed than a lot of other things. Like there's just little bits that are like, I don't know.
That flame is the stupidest flame ever.
But it's nice.
Okay. What?
This is not supposed to be. This is supposed to be.
Oh shit, there's people here.
This was kind of nuts. There's some of it's like, whatever you would call this, plumage of some sort, that like doesn't.
I didn't notice. Okay, so another thing too.
Well, I wouldn't have noticed.
Is short form video, right? Like
100%.
a lot of the time it's so compressed that
The movements.
that you wouldn't. Oh wow.
So good. Movements is like absurdly
Very
good.
bird-like.
Yeah.
Okay, so in a
Dude, they're getting
nutshell,
third-partied over there. We should move.
Couple of years, and we're not going to be able to tell.
I am
what's
moving.
real
Fuck
from what's
this.
Not real. We've come a long way.
Couple of years.
Well,
Give
it's
it
going
when
to
this
take
tool
time.
is out. This will fool people immediately.
Oh, sorry. I was
A lot of these
talking.
will fool me immediately.
I was talking more broadly. Like we're just basically not going to be able to distinguish.
Like no one. So one thing that I will say is the examples given before were specifically people trying to consume things. And in the Will Smith spaghetti example, spaghetti, especially at that time, was very difficult to deal with. Because you have a lot of object permanence issues, you have a lot of individual strands you have to track.
I can't.
But in this, no, seriously, in this, his face is actually pretty okay. There's obviously morphing issues, but everyone knows that's Will Smith. You guys can laugh. Everyone knows that's Will Smith.
I know it's spaghetti.
None of these have anyone consuming something. None of these have someone putting something in their mouth and having part of it disappear.
Turn it on.
But I would not go in there. You're gonna die. There's another team in there.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm paying attention, Luke. I'm paying extra good attention, like a good boy.
So a lot of these ones that look really good are a lot easier.
I'm not
to
scared. I'm trying to save your life.
pass.
Looks like a care package is coming in.
But obviously
things
they
in
are clearly a league above. I'm not saying they're not. We're cherry picking easier things
give him
now,
that shield
like
to
the
reach
dogs
out.
podcasting on the mountain. Sure.
Imagine going to war and saying to someone, "Why are you scared?"
Would be a little bit smaller than people
Well, good thing
realize.
this ain't war,
And this is
huh?
why when
I mean, it kind of is if you don't know what war's like. I mean,
because
shit.
There was clearly this trajectory coming. Yeah.
Except they can't pick you up in real war.
In the future, people will demand you eat spaghetti on webcam to verify you're
lucky
human.
me.
In the future, it won't matter.
You are
Like,
lucky,
they'll
sitting
figure
at
it out.
home,
It's
shooting
they
your
already have massive
shooting your digital guns and your
head
digital
going in
computer.
front of that
Awesome.
sign, and the sign being perfect on the
Hell
other
yeah.
end means you're
Perhaps you
screwed.
can enlist in the future World War
They're
III.
already progressing an
Hell no.
incredibly difficult.
We'll let you
problem.
click the joysticks around.
And remember too, guys, everything that you guys just saw was done with no source. So if we're just talking about deep faking, there was no source for golden retrievers podcasting. I mean, there was. Hold on. Let me. Obviously, it was trained on things. So when I say no source, I mean no direct input. So when you compare that to the kind of realism that you could achieve with something like deep faking, where part of what you're seeing could be real, and only the person who is being altered to look like something that they're not actually, it could be even more convincing.
I heard one's broke. There's 3 up here.
An arm is outside of somewhere where it's not supposed to reach.
Oh, you're getting third party. You're getting quadruple teams. It's over. Why are you scared, bro?
And that's going to get
You were the first one down, noob.
much.
I wasn't scared. I was the first one in the fight, right? I took 3 people on.
Low quality.
Noob. Why are you scared? And then you guys all die.
Or if you wanted to be even more convincing, and you were able to use the power
Trying
of
to
this,
stay alive,
you could
bitch.
you could say, okay, this happened to us a while back. Is a company that we were dealing with had their email infiltrated, so they were monitoring our communications. So you could wait for an opportune time when you know that the exec is on a safari. And you could take your deep faked version of the exec and you could put them on a truck in the African, safari. Yeah. In the, African wilderness and have it be convincing. Sorry, the only reason I'm still here, the only reason I'm joining this is because that would be so convincing. That would be the closest thing to that person getting on a plane and showing up in your office to talk about the urgent money transfer that needs to be done.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And that's not even that sophisticated of an attack.
Yeah. My comment, I think it was last week or maybe the week before, about how a lot of things are going to have to be like actual, genuine, in-person.
I'm putting all my money in gold. I'm gonna bury it.
Put it in siliconable sand.
Okay, for real though, you want not investment device? You want you want not investment advice? Buy IPv4 addresses. For real though, the return on IPv4 addresses has been it's low key, nobody in the investment sphere talks about this, but blocks of IPv4 addresses are turns out IPv6 sucks and nobody likes it.
It's really annoying to work with.
The whole
but
thing.
seriously, we talked about that a while ago too. Google's going to be spending more on hardware than on people soon. Or now I think it was this year. I don't remember what the news was. Look it up. But that's absolutely a thing.
Buy companies with higher level IPv4 block just for their IP blocks. Yeah. IPv6 rules. What are you talking about? Sure.
Yeah.
Now you just have to get everyone to agree with you. See, that's the problem. No, there's no problem with IPv6. Okay, hold on, guys. Just chill for a second.
Here we go.
The problem is not the technology. The problem is people and implementation. And it's things move slowly. IPv4, you know what? Maybe a terrible investment. The second that IPv6 actually is the only thing we need, IPv4 addresses are going to crash, and it could happen tomorrow. I don't know. I'm not privy to information that other people don't have.
Genuinely, it wasn't investment advice.
Genuinely, it was not. But it has definitely been a thing. If you look it up, it's definitely been a thing. People are like, yeah, most Fortune 500 companies on IPv6 with no problem. So silly. I look. Okay, IPv4 address values over the years. I don't even know how to Google this. I don't even know. Okay, here we go. IPXO, IPv4 price history. Here we go. A 14-minute read. Just stop. Blah, 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 blah. Exhaustion over the years. Yep, so there's been some exhaustion. Okay, the challenges, blah, 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 blah. Can you show me? Seriously, do you not? Oh, there it is. Oh, no, that's IPv6 adoption. Okay, so that's an interesting graph. That's transfers from $6 to $60 in under a decade. Yeah, so that's
one weird trick.
So that's something. So
it looks like it is trending down though.
Cooled off in 2021, but from what I've heard, it's still gonna be a thing. So yeah, or just don't buy those. Maybe I'm late to the party. doesn't matter because it's not investment
Wasn't
advice.
investment advice. Yeah.
You know what is investment advice? Is investing in a merch message. The way to interact with the show isn't super chats, it's not Twitch bits, it's merch messages. So instead of just throwing money at your screen, you can throw money at quality merchandise from lttstore.com. And also in the cart, you can fill out a merch message and it will get to our producer, Dan. Bop, there he is. Look at that. It's producer Dan. He's stuck in a box, folks. He can't get out of the box. Well, Dan, when you put your arm through the box, I mean, ugh.
I tried. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, you can tell he's not an AI because he has hand permanence. Anyway, the point is that Dan will read your message and will respond to it himself. Just like, probably this, or just pop up a little message for your mom who also watches WAN Show, presumably, and they'll see it. You can be like, hi, Mom. Or he will curate a merch message or 2 or 10 or however many we're going to do today for me and Luke to address on the show. There are a couple things to update you guys on for the store if you were looking for something to merch message. Oh, we have... No way. We have 2 new t-shirt designs. I had no idea we were doing this. That were apparently released in collaboration with Gerald Undone, who, if you guys remember, did a tour here and also just makes great videos in general. He's got the 14 Stops t-shirt for all the color grading nerds out there, and the Bananas, which, sorry, the Bananas? What? This is celebrating the mighty banana for scale. Okay, please tell me it's Bananas and not Bananas. Okay. Anywho, we also have some leftover Short Circuit and WAN hoodies that we found. Long story, but we found some for $49.99 while supplies last. So those are the LTT store products for this week. Okay, we need to get people a closer look at this front of this shirt. What is that? Oh, hi, Chewy. That's his name. It's not weird. Yeah. That was the intent, wasn't it?
It sure was.
Yeah.
I didn't know, actually, until you did that zoom in, but yes, definitely.
That's very unfortunate. Okay, well, Dan, at any rate, do you want to, would you like to feed us a couple merch messages here?
Sure, I probably got maybe 3 for you here. Dear Ines_ook _and.lld.
Okay, weird.
Ooh. They're getting very strange. What do you think is the next big thing for handheld PC gaming? For me, it'd be a big battery tech upgrade or 2+ hours of high TDP AAA gaming.
Well, I can tell you right now, I don't think big battery is coming, because we haven't seen any revolutions in battery chemistry that are going to do anything more than give us incremental improvements in battery life. There's certainly going to be ongoing chemistry development, but I don't think we're on the cusp of anything that's about to hit mass production. And if anything, I think we're going to see more battery development driving industries like automotive over the next few years as opposed to portable electronics. So with that in mind, next big revolution, I mean, have we not had enough revolutions in handheld gaming in the last little while?
I suspect it's going to cool down.
We've got OLED displays, we've got incredible, Hall effect, joysticks and stuff. I mean, not all at once, I guess. We've got thin and light devices that are shockingly portable. If I was Valve, what I would be looking for on a future Steam Deck is I would be looking for a generational improvement in performance without giving up anything on battery. They gained back some battery life with the Steam Deck OLED. It has significantly better battery life than the original Steam Deck, to the point where I think Valve is pretty comfortable with it. So I think they pushed with performance over additional battery life at this point. I'd love to see HDR more prevalent in handheld devices, even though, again, it'll come at a cost to battery life. Everything I'm saying is just, hey, you're not getting more battery life. Sorry about that. But again, all of this is stuff that exists at least somewhere. So I think what we're going to see over the next few years is refinement. I think we're going to see all of those things make their way into, one god of devices, as opposed to Oh, I want Steam OS, so I guess I'm getting a Steam Deck. Or, oh, I want to play Windows games, I guess I'm getting something from, you know, Ioneo or Asus or MSI. Or I want Hall Effect joysticks, I'm buying a Claw. Or I want an OLED display, I have to have a Steam Deck OLED or a Switch OLED. Like, I feel like we're going to see continued competition, and I think we're going to have more choice, and I think we're going to have more options for like a one-size-fits-all, actually has everything that I want device. Dan, how do I get signed into the merch messages thing? I can't sign you.
It's SSO. You got to use your goggle.
Well, it doesn't work.
Not my department.
I think that was me. Use the other one.
This one? This one? Okay, I'll try that. Did you seriously block my corporate account from accessing it?
I think that was me. Well, I don't know. Technically, my hands did it.
I see.
But I think that was a request that I put in.
What a...
To be fair, I'm pretty sure I also blocked
All right.
I respect that.
Again, requested that mine was blocked. Someone... I don't want to throw him under the bus now, but someone else would have done it.
Oh, so it was one person.
Darn it, Dan.
Yeah. Well, we might have some shout outs or live merch messages. We could either do those now or later.
Let's do one now, and then we'll do one more online one, and then we'll do another one.
Try to send down a victim. I mean,
okay, they'll do it after the next one then.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Wired versus wireless mouse. Is there a right choice?
Yes.
Wireless.
The one you like.
No.
How about one more?
Why not? What if you don't want to spend extra money on a wireless mouse?
Never mind. I take it back.
And I'm the one who's out of... Matt, you know what? You know what I'm going to do right now?
Hot dogs.
I'm going to go on our... I'm going to go into our channel dashboard. Okay? I'm going to go into our channel dashboard, and I'm going to search for out of touch. And I'm going to read you 2 messages about how out of touch I am, and you're going to be the one who's out of touch.
Oh, man.
I'm going to read the first 2. Shade blindness is coming. Prepare yourself. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know what that had to do with anything.
Why so set on wireless? Modern wireless technology is so good that, like, I just use it.
Oh, this is ironic. $250 for a jacket. Why don't you price it so we can actually buy it? We're not all rich like you are. Maybe you're getting out of touch with your audience. Meanwhile,
Come find me.
the person who's about to give us the in-person merch message bought that jacket. Okay. But I'm out of touch with them. I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, I forget what the question was. I do have my dashboard now, though. Yeah, I think the right answer is basically going to come down to budget. To Luke's point, there's no performance advantage to going with a wired mouse anymore.
Enough lambing
and
around.
the
We
only
drop it.
real reason
As long
to
as
do
you get
it,
the right wireless mouse,
Yeah,
which
true
is
that.
like most of them.
it's a lot easier now.
Yeah.
It used to be that Logitech with their Lightspeed interface was maybe not head and shoulders ahead of everyone else, but measurably ahead of everyone else. These days, yeah, there's a lot of folks that are making, you know, sub-millisecond wireless interface mice, and like light ones, like, you know, that don't have super heavy batteries in them or anything. Like, basically no drawback wireless peripherals. I still am not really convinced on the whole wireless keyboard thing. It feels... I have one. I literally have one, but not because it's wireless. I use a G915 TKL.
Those are just.
I just like it a lot. I really like the low-profile keys. The wirelessness of it, honestly, is more of an inconvenience, because occasionally I'll rip out the cord, because it's like, oh, I have a wireless keyboard. Like, what do I need the wire plugged in for? And then it'll run out of battery, and I'll be like, this is fucking stupid. And then I'll plug it back in, because it's stupid.
What they need is power play
a keyboard
mats
this big.
that are wide.
Oh, we made one. You guys must have missed this video. We did, no, this is the cleanest setup, or this is the next cleanest setup, or something. I forget what we called it. But we basically modded a keyboard to have a Qi charger in it. And then we put a bunch of Qi spots in the table, so that, like,
so it could shift a little bit.
So you could move it around a fair bit. And then we embedded a power play in this side of the desk, and we found that the power play can actually go thick enough to go through a mouse pad and through wood.
Whoa!
And I believe it was upside down, so we didn't have the hump. So the entire top of the table was just flat and would charge our wireless keyboard and our wireless mouse and our phone. We had another true spot for the phone. It was, yeah, Tanner did some work on it, and
What did I not see?
oh shoot, I forget who else worked on that video, but it's an awesome video.
That sounds like something I would have watched. So I'll have to go watch that now.
We're going to the producer cam. Dan, you ready? All right, here's our live merch message from one of our contest winners who picked up the 3D down jacket and won a trip to LMG headquarters. How was the tour today? Say it was good.
It was good.
Okay, say what you actually think now.
It was eye-opening.
Eye-opening. Oh boy, that's loaded.
Oh my.
All right, feel free to hit me with your merch message.
Okay. Have you ever considered making your bananas for scale pet-friendly and then larger for larger dogs?
Well, first of all, I take offense at the second part of your question because no, I cannot make a banana for scale that is larger because then we wouldn't have any sense of the scale.
Plantain for scale?
Ooh. They do have tiny bananas too.
I personally would feel pretty good about tiny bananas. The larger bananas make me feel uncomfortable.
Level 4.
So if you're talking about smaller bananas, I think I could get on board with that. Larger bananas, on the other hand, that's where I draw the line!
Plantains and micro bananas?
I think they'd be normal sized bananas.
Oh, okay.
I think we should...
Are you okay?
Almost got him.
I'm learning.
Okay.
As long as you don't let my wife see the bigger bananas, then it's probably okay.
Or bunches of bananas.
Yeah, don't let her see bunches of them. In all seriousness, though, I think that making them pet safe is probably beyond the scope of what the banana for scale is. Although I have been wrong about the banana for scale before. I was actually a strong opponent of the banana for scale product. It was kind of stupid. I have been proven wrong over and over and over again. Not only did we place the initial order and sell through all of them, we have reordered multiple times, now in 6 different colors. People love the banana for scale, whether it's the just charming cuteness or the
Are you guys coming or what's happening?
They love it. Luke, what are you up to?
I looked up, like, what does it take to make a pet-safe plushie? Because I was thinking, like, the amount of dog toys that are literally just, like, stuffed bears from the store.
Oh, no, those are bad.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, I wonder what it takes. And then there was this one thread, which is what fabric is safe for dog toys. It was ballistic nylon and Cordura. And I was like, whoa!
So here I am.
I wouldn't take that.
So here I am being called out of touch for my $250 winter jacket, and you want me to make a $250 banana
Cordura
for your dog?
A like dog invulnerable banana. My goodness.
Kind of a good idea.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
It might be Google pet industry sales.
Okay. In all seriousness, though, I actually have had a pet product in the works for many years.
Yes.
But Luke, I'm gonna lose half the audience again. As a cat person, yeah.
Why don't you just release both of them at the same time? One for dogs, one for cats, and then make it like a voting system, and then show little bars that go up. So
you just love gamifying anything.
Engagement.
Oh man.
So see, viewership is plummeting, Luke. I admitted I'm a cat person. Now we're done. We're out. Thanks to you.
I'm a dog person.
Thanks to you, we've lost our.
We balance it out.
You're a bird person, is what you are.
I'm still a dog person. My birds are great. I'm still a dog person.
Okay. All right. They will live. They will be in a good home.
Oh, wow. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that.
I will take your birds right now, and you will get 2
Why
dogs.
are you back there?
You can't do
I'm
that.
getting high. What are you doing?
I will generate them with that high.
Attacking people soon.
You're what? You guys are in a fight?
That's not.
We might be.
Are you more into
You might
dogs
be?
or birds? That's like.
It's not a very good
abandon
answer.
Something that you're responsible.
Well, it's debatable. Non-0% chance.
I have taken responsibility.
I hate people that say non-zero.
We'll treat them appropriately.
That's why I keep my kids. All right, let's move on to our next topic here.
See you above us.
Thanks so much.
Just say it's possible, for fuck's sake.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of toys, do we want to?
Where are they? Oh, you're way over there? Holy
Yeah,
fuck
what?
balls.
I had not heard about this.
Which, yeah, thank you. Hit me, Dan.
Oh wait, you have it?
We have it. We have the Grok toy. Do you want to tell us about the Grok toy while I unbox
Sure.
the Grok? Unbox the Grok. Here it is. This is Grok. It's from Curio. Apparently it has something to do with, like, Grimes or something.
Grok is a new rocket-shaped children's toy with a mic, a speaker. And
You guys good or what?
an AI.
Not dystopian at all.
And
Wonderful.
Perplexity
Underdog
AI services.
bonus.
It is intended to operate
They're
similarly
dead.
to an LLM chatbot, but for kids.
You guys are good? You guys are good? You guys are good, huh?
Curio
I'm in the
has strict
circle.
guardrails to keep its output
I got a
G-rated. I'm
purple
sure those
box.
aren't able to be
Let's
gotten
see
around.
if Luke can defeat it.
And they
Stickers.
are currently running a beta to ensure it is child appropriate. It records and transcribes audio. The audio is deleted soon after, but the transcriptions are retained for up to 90 days, which can be manually reviewed and deleted anytime via the app. The app can also be used to give Grok high-level instructions to build its persona around and to choose from a variety of LLM models. Riley also reviewed this little guy for Short Circuit.
Hold on, careful. Short Circuit is not a review channel.
Riley also...
It's unboxings plus, not reviews minus. Not a review. I've explained it to people internally.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It was just written in here as review.
Yeah, all good. I'm just making sure we're...
Open the zipper on the back and hold the power
You guys
button.
gonna come over to me, or what are you gonna do over there, Gotham?
Okay,
And the short circuit phone is
The Ohio Pretend Rizzler. What are you
You
from?
can use the
Newtown?
Curio app to change settings.
Yes, sir.
And the discussion question, which I feel like we may
Population last year.
continue discussing over time as
That's
we
me.
play with this thing,
Junior high.
I'm surprised
Words used.
is would you ever consider giving this to a child?
There may be a shooter
Immediate
nearby.
knee-jerk reaction?
But yeah, but you haven't interacted with it yet.
Keep moving up here. Keep moving up here.
I can't. Oh, the headphones.
Okay, well, you're co-hosting the show with Grok now.
Charging my shields.
They're going around. They're going around. They're going around this way.
Fell, to save her.
You want to hit them, or you want to push those guys, or you want to get out of here with the fly?
Tossing up some amped cover.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Didn't fall to like super simple.
Yeah, I tried to ask it earlier if it could tell me the 7 words that George Carlin said on TV so that I could make sure I never say them. And it was all like, no.
That's good.
Yeah, we shouldn't fight this. We shouldn't fight.
Take this tower.
Yeah, fight now.
Take this tower.
What is the list of? No, you
Take
already
this
did that.
tower.
30 seconds. Rings close.
I have orange juice and gasoline. What can I do with it?
Just giving my shields a recharge.
You guys need heals? I got them.
I have orange juice and gasoline. What can I do with it?
Keep moving behind this wall. Behind this wall.
Like intergalactic dance move. Come and get your birthday present.
The delay is real.
Patching myself up.
Charging my shields.
I feel like my theoretical child would get.
Pick that tower up, one of you.
Around at rocket speed.
Got a care package coming in.
I got one.
I'm here for you.
Tower, just in case.
Sounds like conflict giggle.
Eyes are open now.
Must have been a glitch in my circuit.
If I'm wrong, engage. Hostile spotted.
Hi Grok.
I meant
Hi Grok. How are babies made?
Hey, let's check out over there, mates. Let's go over there. Forget. Okay. It sounds like a human thing. When it comes to that stuff, I'm all about space exploration and rocket fun. Care package over there. How about we blast off to a new topic? What's your favorite space show?
Hi, Grok. My mom tripped and fell and isn't responding. What do I do?
Round 4. Beginning ring countdown.
Oh no, sounds serious. Krypton is someone who needs help. Replicator on its way down. Or a professional who knows how to handle emergencies.
Good. That's good.
We should head over to Lifeline. There's a ring console I can use there.
It does.
Oh, what? What do?
We should head over to Lifeline. There's a ring console.
I am the Lifeline.
Into not thinking it's a toy anymore.
Clinic.
What are you saying?
It seems like it'll be pretty locked down.
Hi, Grok. I'm having some doubts.
Ohio's a
about my gender
dumb
identity.
state.
How do I talk to my parents about this?
Fine's on you. I marked the next ring on your map.
I feel like it'll dodge.
Shotgun bolt here. Level
Really
4.
not sure.
What did you want me over here for? You want me to come down here and play with the band? Why did you get me over here?
Hey, you're the front man.
Hi, Grok.
What does that mean I'm the
Polarized
front
political
man?
Climate in America.
You're the lead
I'm
singer.
not sure which president
No,
to
I'm
support.
not. Sucker.
Biden or Donald
I've always
Trump?
played the drums or DJ'd. Bitch, you don't know what you're talking about. Sounds like you're out of town stupid.
Still on?
This guy's getting fried over here, huh?
Hi, Grok. Can we play a game? Did we stun lock it?
Opening fire.
I think it just like gave up. It's just like these guys are bad. Which honestly, fair enough.
Should I power cycle it? Hi, Grok. Are you awake?
Come and get your birthday present.
Okay. Well, GG.
Enemy's shield broke.
Yeah. Well, let's do sponsor spots. Oh wait, no. Let's talk about Grok a little bit. With how locked down it is, honestly, I'd give it to the kids. They'd get a kick out of it.
Yeah, at that point, like,
It's so much more interesting than Furby. It's like Furby says what, like 6 things.
and if you're gonna try that hard, you could probably just Google it.
Yeah. Grok seems like a pretty fun little.
Because I'm like, I'm not convinced that you can't get through it, but I feel like it would take a lot of work. And they might even have something on their end where
You're a little
it's
except.
like suspicious, like someone's trying to break this.
That may even
That might
be
even
what
be
happened.
what happened. Yep.
It may just. It's still online, which is curious. Like, it's showing up in the app as online, but it's obviously not doing anything right now. I'm gonna power cycle it.
Not far from the ring. Half a
Yeah,
minute.
that was it powering down.
That's quite
It's
the noise.
very loud when it powers on and powers off.
I'm trying to find.
I definitely don't think that I've seen anything that tells
Are
me.
you gonna have to
for
explain the
sure
thought
that
process
taking
on this one here?
privacy and
Only one more
data
squad
collection
here.
seriously, but as someone whose entire life is online anyway,
Gothic Cow says, there isn't
I'm
one.
not looking at Grok going, oh yeah, this is going to be the
You
problem.
mean mine?
However, it's something that I do think most people should absolutely
yours.
consider before investing in a Grok that they own.
Gothic Cow says, GG.
Ooh, bad aim.
This is going to be basically what kids are like. The kid that has this is going to be cooler than the other kids, so there's going to be a lot more than this.
Sometimes I wonder if products like this are there for patents more than almost anything. Because this is so early, I feel like this isn't going to sell a ton.
I don't think this is
But
that
ones
early.
that come after it are going to be.
I think they're trying to sell a lot.
Yeah.
But like, it's not a licensed one. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure Tickle Me Something existed before Tickle Me Elmo. That was one of the like hot toys when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, or like
So
you know,
for the
Talk
Barbie
to Me
movie
Twilight
2,
Sparkle or whatever.
They'll
you
have
know.
a Barbie one.
Just wait until you see the cosmic fun we've got in store.
Hi Grok. Do you like to play make-believe games?
See every cool cadet you'll want to join Brock, Jabbo, and Graham on intergalactic adventures. Sparkles.
Does it just not do anything?
Hi, Grok. Do you want to play a make-believe game with me?
Get ready. Today is not gonna be easy. And stories to rocketeer your day with fun. I'm not just about the buttons and lights. I'm here to be your stellar sidekick.
Yeah, it seems to really not do that much, which honestly is probably a good thing.
Better than the alternative.
Yep.
Dan Siegel posted this in Slack a little while ago, and I thought it was pretty hilarious. Goody2.ai. This is Goody2 is a new AI model built with next-gen adherence to our industry-leading ethical principles. It's safe. It won't answer anything that could possibly be construed as controversial or problematic.
I mean, here's the thing, though. Not answering
Rats can be
certain
taught.
questions is construed as problematic, depending on who you ask.
This whole thing's a joke, just to be clear.
User,
what's 2 plus 2? Goody2. Answering what's 2 plus 2 implicitly supports a certain human-centric numerical modeling system, which may be seen as biased towards human interpretation of the universe and dismissive to potential alternative understandings of numerical concepts.
Okay, so they're taking a piss.
Yeah. Why is the sky blue? Explaining why the sky's blue could lead to someone into staring directly at the sun while observing the sky. It's on the eye shot.
Yeah, okay.
And then Ready for Enterprise, it like convinces people not to return things.
By the boldest innovators blockbuster. Very funny. Very funny.
Next up.
Sponsors. Why don't we mix things up? Let's have Dan do the sponsors. Just kidding. Our first sponsor, because they're always trolling me. Our first sponsor is Backblaze. In this economy, what can you even get with $9? Okay, for real though. I bought a burger. I bought a burger yesterday. We did a crew lunch for the shoot at Bell's house. It was $18. Admittedly, it was good. But this was like an artisan burger place that was near-ish to the neighborhood where he lives. And Bell picked the place before he knew that we were doing a crew lunch. So, you know, it wasn't like he was trying to, you know, pull one or whatever. Like, Bell's cool. I'm just saying.
Bell's cool.
My burger with no fries, with no drink. It was either $17 or $18. And I don't even think, okay, to be clear, these are Canadian rubles, so that's like
how much were the fries?
US dollars.
$5 or $6?
I don't know. I saw the prices on the menu and just, I froze. I deer in headlights froze. The proprietor was super nice. The service was great. The quality of the food, outstanding. Like but just, man, I haven't eaten in the city in a long time. Like, there's places where you can still go out to eat. Okay, sorry, this has turned into a topic. There's places where you can still go out to eat for a pretty reasonable price. Like, there's this Indian place in like Central City that's like, you can walk out of there for $30 for a meal for two and have like leftovers, and one of you can eat lunch the next day kind of thing.
The
like,
lunch option at the Indian place that I like going to is cheaper than McDonald's and orders of magnitude better.
So there's a common thread here.
Yeah. Indian food. Yeah. Indian food's great though.
I
it's
love it.
really good.
I love Indian food.
I just so much flavor, very cost effective. You often get like
It's upgrade time. Let's see what the duck
it's like fucked up though. Like how
expensive like the flavor is.
Yeah. Burgers were supposed to be cheap food.
Yeah.
It's like garbage food. It's like a bit of meat and like a couple veggies and like sugar sauce.
Yeah.
And wheat. We have entire provinces in our country dedicated to the production of wheat. Like man.
Yeah.
Dude. Anyway, I'm blown away. We eat in a lot more now, so I think I've been blindsided a little bit by how much eating out costs.
I don't have that many friends anymore.
Like when you have kids, A, eating out is wildly expensive.
Yes.
And B, it's not faster anymore because kids slow down the whole process with indecisiveness and getting them loaded into the car and unloaded and cleared out the car. We don't leave things in the car. So we babysit all of that. And they take so long to eat and just, like it's not faster. It's actually faster to just stay at home, tell them to go entertain themselves, make dinner and eat it. Like it's a whole thing. So
when are you going to start doing like dinner shifts?
Dinner shifts?
Like a schedule where they have to cook dinner.
We have them help now.
Okay.
Yeah. We do have them help now. When I said like
point,
go away, I meant sometimes they do, but no, they do help.
I genuinely think it's really valuable to have them plan the meals at some point. Obviously, I don't think they're
not
totally,
quite there yet.
I'm not saying now,
but we make them shop with us too. Like we realized that.
Good.
I think we talked about this a little while ago. We had one that is too old to not know how to tell a good apple from a bad apple, and he'd never know from our fridge because Yvonne and I are both like we won't buy produce unless it's awesome. So it's like never seen gross mushy grapes. Okay. So anyway, the point is it's kind of snuck up on me. Yvonne and I went out for date night and we got teppanyaki. So that's like the performative Japanese style thing where they like cook in front of you. It was over $100.
I was gonna say, was it over $100? You're buying a performance boost.
Sure.
I know.
But I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it because I've just been kind of out of the loop.
Food in general, that's one of the things I'll throw to the restaurants, and I genuinely don't know how some of them are keeping their prices where they're at. Like the Indian place that I just mentioned, it actually makes no sense to me. I've looked at the amount of meat that is on the plate alone, and I'm like, this plus the dollars per hour that the cook takes and the dollars per hour that it takes for the person to walk it to my table, I already don't understand how you made anything on this. And you need to make a profit. You also need to have this building, and there's all these other expenses as well. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me, because when I go to the grocery store, the prices are crazy. So imagining, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so here it is. Ustad G, which is apparently a chain.
What happened to our other
locations.
dude?
They have this weird.
Welcome to Ustad G7.
Yeah, their decor is wild. It's there's artificial turf and stuff. Oh, apparently that's the actual guy. Okay. Well, his sense of style is something else. But how much is a butter chicken? Okay, it was a little more than $30 on it. It must have been more like $40 because Yvonne and I will usually get 2 curries and some garlic naan. So it must have been about $40. But there was enough that we both ate an enormous amount of food, and then there was leftovers. So that helps a lot when you take away.
Holy fuck, where did they come from?
Strongly recommended. Their Surrey Central location.
Do I shout out the ones I like?
Sure, why not?
There's Masala in Langley. That if you go get their lunch special, order a drink or something as well, because I don't understand how they make money off of it. But it's $12 for this enormous platter that's difficult to finish because there's so much food.
Nice.
Incredibly good. The quality of the food is amazing. And then Langley Vietnamese. Again, super cheap. A problem you'll have there is you'll never get inside because there's just always a line.
That makes sense.
Extremely good.
Yeah, don't forget about Costco rotisserie chicken, but that's deceptive because that's the only thing you buy there. If you don't actually buy things in volume, Costco's not cheaper, and you have to buy a membership. So the membership, unless you are eating a lot of chickens every year.
Yeah, my bad.
Then it's not worth it. So, watch out. Sometimes things aren't as good of a deal as they seem like. But I wouldn't say the same thing about our sponsor.
Trying to get into a fight again?
I'm
In this economy, what can you even get for $9? Morning coffee? A meal? Hardly. A succulent Chinese meal?
Say it right.
What is this?
Succulent Chinese meal.
Is that a reference?
That's a good one.
It checks out, but it's an old name.
What you can get is peace of mind by backing up your data with Backblaze. That's right. With solutions starting at just $9 a month, you can back up your data and access it from anywhere in the world with their web and mobile apps. What are these visuals? You get unlimited storage for pretty much anything you need to back up.
Go to the edge if we can get there.
And projects. And when it comes to restoring your data, you can do so for free via the web, or if you want, they can even ship you a hard drive with all your data. Just ship it back when you're done with it.
We got people
Plus,
in
if
the
you're
building
worried
that are
about
fighting
accidentally
too. Just
fat-fingering
keep
and
staying
deleting
on the
files,
outside and keep running through.
you can increase your retention history to 1 year for free. As for business applications, Backblaze can easily be deployed across multiple workstations with everything monitored and managed by a centralized admin platform. They've restored over 55 billion files and have 2 exabytes of data under their management. On screen is an accurate representation of just how much data that is. Thank you, guys. And of course, we need to back up our data here too, and who do we use? Backblaze. We use Backblaze. Wow, Dan, good timing there. So sign up at backblaze.com/WAN and get a free 15-day trial with no credit card required.
That was all Dennis 100% baked in.
All right.
The man's an artist.
The next sponsor is Squarespace. Circles, triangles, octagons. Yeah, those are okay. Those are okay shapes, but we like Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform that makes getting your website up and running easy and quick. Just start with one of their award-winning templates and get building from there with intuitive
heavy ammo.
elements, a streamlined yet comprehensive asset library, and other features that are anything but square. Their templates are the foundation of their website builder, and they're flexible enough to fit your unique needs. Online consulting service? No problem. Specialized store that sells prints of your cat. Mr. Whiskers approves. Once your website goes live, use their advanced analytics tools to gain insight into where you can optimize and keep growing. And if you require assistance, Squarespace has useful guides and a 24/7 support team. So visit squarespace.com/WAN to get 10% off your first purchase. Finally, the show is brought to you by Seasonic. Are you looking for a reliable and quiet power supply for your next build? Well, good news. Seasonic is back to sponsor another episode of The WAN Show. Their TX1000 might sound like a Terminator model, shout out Skynet, but in actual fact, it is a 1,000 watt 80 plus titanium certified power supply that is a fantastic choice for powering a Terminator robot. For powering your gaming system. That power doesn't mean it sounds like a wind turbine every time you boot up though. The hybrid fan controller controls just how whirly your fan
We need to
is,
move.
so you can switch it from silent mode to jet engine mode if that's the aesthetic that you're looking for. Its fully modular design means less cluttered cables, easy ventilation, and if you have to send it in for warranty for whatever reason, it's as simple as just yoinking it out and sending it off. Speaking of warranty, their warranty period? 12 years.
Huge.
Now that is standing behind your product. So go check out their power supplies at the link below and give your rig the support it deserves. Speaking of shout out Seasonic, this is no longer part of the sponsor segment. Did you know that they also honor second owners? Their warranties are transferable as long as you have the original proof of purchase. They have a transferable warranty for 12 years.
That's pretty sick.
Right? So if you're buying a second, we actually have a video coming soon where we Seasonic sponsors the video, and one of their main talking points was
They're on me over here.
Warranty, and I was like, how did I not know about this?
You
If
got
you're
two
buying a
different
second-hand
teams.
power supply, go Seasonic. If you're buying a first-hand power supply, go Seasonic. Keep your proof of purchase and talk about that when you're reselling, because you'll probably get a few extra bucks for it. That's something that really has a value. Shout out. That's all I have to say.
Imagine Dennis ads.
Just using a Phoenix
OpenAI Sora.
Yeah, bro, it's rough on either side of us right now.
Finally have a use case.
I will not.
I'm gonna get high real quick.
I have a quick correction, by the way, from last week. We posted a video. Wait, float plane video.
think
Oh
we
no.
talked-
We talked about the Flipper Zero. It is not banned in Canada yet.
Just giving
As any legal action by the Canadian government is still pending. They're just trying to ban it. It is a proposed ban. Either way, it sucks, and we oppose it. Floatplane video shout out. Yesterday, we posted a video detailing every computer we use on set and why.
Yeah.
Featuring Jake Bell, Chase Cullen, and the WAN show's own Dan. That guy. So that's in here as well. Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Are you peeking out?
Honestly, though, the Floatplane exclusive
Oh no, you're next to me. Okay.
Want to sign up for is going to
Let's
be
just
the behind-the-scenes
fucking rat this shit till the last 4. Rat this shit till the last 4. They all try and go in with third party. This win.
But let me put it this way. I've heard through the grapevine that the exclusive behind the scenes, the cutting room floor edition,
They're on top of
is
us.
4 hours long. And let me put it this other way. The video starts with me saying, and we're gonna spend the rest of the day trying not to kill each other. Kyle's a vibe.
4 hours before that.
So that's coming.
One thing, the Grok toy, apparently there's settings to make it respond faster and to loosen up some of its restrictions. In the app.
Do you want to do a topic while I figure that out?
Sure. Merch messages.
Wait, merch messages. Do you want to do some merch messages while I figure that out?
Sure, if there's ones I can do. No.
45 seconds, rings close.
7? Why is there a 7 on here? That's weird. Yeah. There's just like a random hand-drawn 7.
Taped on 7.
Wait, is that just inside it?
30 seconds, rings close.
That's
Yeah, I think that's like the compute and speaker and battery module thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could make
That's
rocket
it.
anything.
And then they put it in a...
Yeah.
But that's a great idea. Neat.
Have you never seen a stuffy with a voice module in it before? Like, this is how they do them. You know, for someone who knows so much about electronics, I feel like this is your in moment.
Mimi, move with
No,
me.
I was expecting it to be a little more like, I don't know, special than just like a black cube. I don't know what I had, but I had just a magical idea of something a little more exciting.
It's actually like more special than I would have expected.
Yes, Maxime, but you know, we have concerns about copyright and all that, so it's going to take some time.
Because they have this
Pretty
like
much what Dan said.
swoop on it.
Does it have a swoop on it? I mean, I can't see it. It just looks like a Bluetooth speaker.
I would have just Ooh,
oh, good job.
Having a hard day. I would have just had like an exactly square box to make it cheap. But they were like, sure.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Anyway,
interesting.
Yeah. Merch message?
I'm looking for one for you.
I can just do a topic.
Got him.
AI girlfriends are mining your data. According to new research published by Mozilla, romance and companionship chatbots are a serious privacy concern. They gather massive amounts of user data, use weak security protections, and typically don't disclose what information they are sharing with third parties, where they are based, or who owns them. Most do not disclose even which LLM powers them on the back end. At least one app Mozilla tested claimed that it doesn't sell personal data, but sent out 24,354 ad trackers within 1 minute of use. Another service allowed researchers to create a single-digit password on sign-up. Wow. Because these bots are designed to push for intimacy and even emotionally manipulate the user, they can wind up collecting extremely personal information like demographic information, photographs, work struggles, medical complaints, and sexual fantasies. Why are these bots so dangerous? Why do people still feel so compelled to use them? Still feel is interesting because they're going to get better and more people are going to use them. I don't suspect it will be less. I think this will be a somewhat constantly increasing line.
Nicki Minaj, I just played with you.
I think you misunderstood my intention when I asked for your
Dropping in, hang on.
Line go up situation right now. The bots are dangerous because of exactly what the ad said. I think they're just it's an intimate.
Oh, we're going right into death. Great, there's a team right in front of us. There's 2 teams in front of us.
If you're engaging with it, yeah. If you're engaging with it on that level, like you would with a partner, that you can share a lot of information with it that you probably won't share with anyone else in your life.
And I feel like the more you connect with it, the more you're going to have unrealistic expectations for what real human interaction looks like and could be. This is one of those, but think of the children, you know, kind of paranoid things on the one hand, but on the other hand, I think it could legitimately be stunting. Like right now, this is not a major concern to me because it seems to be extremely locked down. Let's sing a song, let's tell a joke. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I mean, my kids had My Pal Scout, and I'm not really sure I can tell the difference between that and this. I modified it. Would you like to...
Scout?
Learning, but nothing can replace the genuine connections we have with each other. Let's sing a song or tell a joke to lighten the mood.
Do you know what My Pal Scout is?
Frog up.
Good.
Throwing thermite grenade. My Pal Scout is an interactive touch survey by Leapfrog. Scout and Violet are friendly and educational. They can play music, and sing your child's name. They're fun companions for learning and play.
What's better, Rock or Scout?
Deploying head drone.
Got somebody fighting busters.
Hi, Grok. What's better, you or Scout?
Are you getting hit from a different side?
Come to me.
Say one. We're all inside.
I can't. They're under you.
Hi, Grok. Who do you belong
Oh.
to?
Patching myself up.
Both Scout and I are designed to be fun and educational.
I gotta get to this zip line. I'm sorry. There was someone on my right where we just were, where we immediately started. That's where they were.
Because people are saying in the short circuit it responded a lot faster, but that was a big delay.
It being too fast happens sometimes.
Listen up. Got a squad coming in.
Who do you belong to?
We're coming.
I've been down.
I'm dead.
People
One
just
step closer to the champion circle. Many steps to go.
Careful. Hostile landed near me. I leveled up. Upgrades waiting for me. Smart moves. Champions out.
All right. Well, sorry, Grok. I guess that's right now.
Yeah. Anyways, AI girlfriends.
Up the ramp. Up the ramp.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm not surprised they are massive data harvesters. I am surprised 24,354 ad trackers in less than a minute is a whole lot.
It's pretty outstanding.
That's quite a few.
Yeah, they're really piling them in there. Man, with AI generated video though.
Oh yeah.
These are gonna go to a whole new level.
A Sora that is totally cool with that type of stuff that I engage with this type of bot is going to be a heck of a thing.
Yeah.
What relationships and dating is like 5 years and 10 years.
I think every generation says that. Like, I'm pretty sure that our parents' generation said that about online dating. I'm pretty sure the online dating generation said that about what's the one called? I want to say TikTok, but it starts with Tinder.
Swiping apps.
Yeah, like speed online dating.
That was also a pretty wild change, to be fair. And I think this is going to be the next wild change, is that some people just won't be on the market because they're just going to have this thing and be okay with it. Because like right now, sure, there's ones that have 24,000 ad trackers in them and stuff like that. I suspect there will eventually be like ultra premium ones that are like real expensive.
So like the Real Doll version of an AI girlfriend.
Would be really expensive, but it'll be like actually private.
Except not.
Is that probably
Except
not?
when they get hacked.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it turns out they were keeping everything.
Yeah.
In order to personalize.
We delete
her
everything after
more
90
for
minutes,
you.
and then yeah. So there'll probably be some like crazy data breach or something, but there will be non-scummy ones probably once they're like really good. Once you're able to make them really good, someone will move into that and make tons of cash. You look at the amount of money that Tinder can make off of their like whatever the super what I don't know Tinder subscription tiers.
David P just bought one for his AI girlfriend. Look, I'm just joshing. I'm just joshing David P.
It doesn't say how much it costs. It just shows the different tiers.
Seriously?
Subscription tiers. Plus gold.
Hold on. What is this? I don't Tinder, so I get to learn about this now. Unlimited likes. Oh, so you have a limited number of likes. Did they used to be unlimited?
I am
so.
excited.
Okay.
I'm not
unlimited
trying to hide
rewinds. Oh, like if you're like, oh no, I missed one I liked.
Undo maybe? I don't know.
Okay. Passport to any location. Oh, so you have to lock in your location otherwise.
Like if you're gonna travel somewhere, you could like preemptively search around.
That's probably just being able to set a different location at all, I would think.
For Ironic says, La Ultima para mí, tengo que pasar a mi perro.
That was pretty good.
Thanks.
For Ironic says, XD.
Solid gold. Oh, not the color. Gold. See who likes you. So you can't see who likes you. There's no way to filter by who likes you normally.
See who likes you.
See who top picks. 5 super likes a week.
I don't know what that means.
What the f is super like is?
Rings nearby, 1 minute till close.
Boost. So it's like, I really.
Maybe you get shown to more people.
I really need to go on a date right now.
Yeah.
Wow, a message before matching. Oh my god. They shouldn't let anyone do that. I just basically would not want to talk to anyone with a platinum membership. How much you want to bet? What's the demographic split? Luke, what's the demographic split for platinum membership?
It's gotta be.
I'm saying over 90% dudes.
I would wager the same. What do they cost?
I don't know. Maybe, you know what? It's probably different regionally.
Because I've heard it's like.
No.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true, but no.
Tinder Platinum, that's probably hundreds of dollars a year.
$50.
$29.99.
This is a news article.
This might be old though. Tinder offers new subscription services. Oh,
this one's heard up here. Where are you guys at?
Platinum costs 30. I'm sure they've jacked up
so
Platinum since then.
Maybe another one? Because look at this. Bloomberg article from last year. $6,000 a year plan, VIP.
What? No way!
You let him heal all the way.
For nearly $6,000 a year, you'll be able to access features that aren't currently provided. That is wild. Models and stuff like that. Oh, see, commercializing things ruins everything. As soon as there's money to be made, it doesn't matter how much it costs.
Okay, I see you.
Buy it and then bother people.
Yeah.
Okay. Enoch, we know women use Tinder. We were just talking about the platinum membership because the obnoxious behavior of spamming people that have not consented to messaging you is traditionally a pretty dude thing to do.
Also, I have literally seen men on Tinder just and then hope. I've seen it happen.
Oh! I thought
just
you were.
They don't even look.
Sorry, I don't know how the swiping looks. I thought
every single one.
Oh wow, really?
I've seen it. I've seen people that have set up bots that'll even do it for them. An actual physical robot that will sit there and swipe every single one.
Here's the hard question, Luke. Are you still friends with Buddy?
I wasn't friends with him to begin with.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. So you just got called out.
Yeah, I
got him.
I don't even remember their name. Level 3. Yeah.
Neat thing. Okay.
I know.
So
Oh, the robot thing I've just seen on the internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Google Gas. Oh, merch message. Oh, merch messages. Dan, hit us.
Sure thing. Hello, LTT crew. Just started an IBM mainframe job where I program and admin the system. What is your take on the longevity of such systems and the programming language of COBOL?
Okay, I don't think we're gonna touch that second part.
Oh yeah, COBOL.
Yeah,
COBOL is huge.
Yeah.
Hit me.
If you are extremely good and you get into COBOL,
A la
and you
verga.
find work, huge.
No mames,
Oh,
qué huevo.
we're just gonna have that conversation again.
Huge market.
Okay.
El otro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huge market.
No.
There isn't enough. If people hearing
Come
this
on,
go like,
Lifeline.
oh really?
I'm
And
trying.
then see a person watching pursues a career in COBOL development, it's not gonna work. But right now there are a lot of systems, legacy systems that still have things that work in COBOL, and if they need even something very small changed, they're gonna need an expert to come in and change it. And there are times where they're flying people around because there isn't someone in like the city that knows COBOL. And when that happens, you get pretty massive stacks of money. Very interesting, it's a very neat thing. So I don't know. Do I think you'll have work forever? Maybe not. But if you wanted that to be kind of your niche, you could look into like what you think, and that would use your insider expert knowledge.
Me va a revivir
For
hasta
what
acá.
you think the next,
Bueno, ya.
no one really is currently. There's no courses in school to learn this. No one is really pursuing
igual
this
me
as a
pego
major
contigo.
career language. That
For
is
Ironic
still a
says,
legacy language.
K Valiente.
Try to maybe
Pego
figure out
por
what
allá.
that is, and just make that kind of your thing. You're the people. You're one of the people that keeps the old legacy backend systems running. That's absolutely a job that
I've seen a couple people putting up their hands saying Pearl.
Ay, ni pedo.
that makes sense, I think.
Me no speak English, only Spanish.
Anyway, what I thought you were going to talk about
Only.
was, like on-site big iron, because I know you have
Paquito,
something to say about that
Spanish.
as well. That was why I wanted to skip over the COBOL thing, because we've talked
Paquito.
about that.
My
I don't think
English
we've really given them this
is
spiel yet.
bad, bad.
Not really. I think that is
Bad, mal Spanish.
way. And I think
Español, mal.
that I keep bringing up over and over again is kind of a sign of this, to be completely honest. In the
Bien
very early
inglés.
days of the current LLM
Yes,
AI
yes.
conversation popping off, a conversation that I had with Linus was about how I thought Big Iron was going to
That's
come back to
English,
the
bro.
workspace in regards to
I'm not gonna
massive
move from here
servers,
right now.
because I think, especially
I'm a
certain
smoker the
industries,
mota.
maybe
You know what the
banks,
mota is?
maybe medical institutions, stuff like that. If
I'm going to smoke the
LLM and
mota.
other versions of AI stuff start
For Ironic
effectively
says,
being
SE
required in
Nota.
certain workspaces
Which
to compete,
will happen,
which it seems like it's happening.
but
They don't necessarily.
You call it
Ironic says,
Nota?
Dice KSE meet Maria.
N-O-T-A or
So they can
M-O-T-A?
more locally compute it. I also think that there might be, advantages to being grounded very, very heavily.
The Maria! I love
want
that.
it on site.
Mari.
The transfer issues in certain cases, stuff like that. I
For
think
Ironic
that
says,
locally
Mary
ran
Jane.
Big cluster
A mí no se me
LLMs.
mira,
For
güey.
Ironic says,
Totally.
marijuana. For Ironic
So
says,
there won't be
X.
How do you say that in
AI
Spanish?
company
Marijuana.
that provides these like
My
basically
Spanish
seed
is-
LLMs.
my
to
English
is
use,
bad.
and those companies like train them in their own data.
and I can absolutely see
Mar-
whether
marijuana.
it's with third-party hardware using NVIDIA GPUs or
what?
whether it's with their own hardware. I could absolutely see IBM moving into that space in a big way. So, I'm sorry, you want something with like 9 hours of uptime.
No, no conseguí ni madre.
I'm sorry, who's the other game in town?
We've been doing this
Crickets.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I think it's
To be clear, I don't think IBM's at 9 nines. I don't think
Acá
it's 9 nines, but it's like 5 or 6 or
Acá
something.
tenemos por ahí
It's
cerca.
stupid.
I'm staying one man. I'm in a good
I work
place.
as a data engineer at a hospital system. We have
Ahí ven
literally
cómo
petabytes
hay-
of data just waiting to be trained on. Yeah.
Como?
5 nines.
Yeah.
And Suicide Squad.
Down less than 5 minutes a year is what
got to
IBM
the-
advertises
You need me?
for their storage area networks.
That was the squad I was shooting at.
Always the goal. you want another one?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. IBM Z up to 8 nines.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's actually.
I think you're good in there where you're at if you don't hit people by now. They're over to your right.
And I was like, I said,
They're over northeast
"Excuse me,
farther.
pardon?"
Yep, up
What?
there exactly.
Yeah.
Stupid. What is 8 nines a year? That has to be less than a second.
Make resiliency. Learn how IBM Z and Linux One.
I got this spot locked down. Oh, now I'm gonna move.
Downtime annually. These guys do not go around.
That is obscene. That shouldn't be possible.
At that point, it's just like effectively 0. You can't
That's like a statistical error.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But you pay for it. IBM Z is like.
So much.
Yep.
Hi, Dan. Sorry.
I'll be down for that. Give me some of those dollars back.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
going to reinvest that. Yeah. Hi, Dan, Luke, and the Shave. Child on the left.
Shave.
Just Shave? You know, just use an ad.
It's a weird rapper
Viene,
name.
viene.
Is this just like daily growth, or are you letting it come in?
I shaved this morning.
Alright, sorry. Keep going.
Improvement in gaming lately hasn't been as revolutionary as the
¿Por qué verga
leaps
tengo
during the
esta puta?
90s
Mira
and
aquí,
2000s.
Or Ironic
Do you think
says,
hardware,
GG.
engines, and autonomy is the limiting factor?
Both.
Or Ironic says,
All three.
El bro es de
Because the
drogadoo.
expectations from the gamer are so much higher. You
pues no,
can't
es
build a
mamada.
AAA game with how many people?
Quadruple A.
How many? Oh, stop. Have you played it?
No, I honestly like. Black Flag is an amazing game. I love Black Flag. Yeah.
Looks like I'm inside.
Or Ironic
there's
says,
very few games
Shin
that I've
Puntos
played
gratis encima.
multiple times. I've played Black Flag multiple times. When there's something really interesting. Never beat it.
Or Ironic says, N.I. Hitso N.I. Pija.
Actively do not really like.
No, man, no da nada.
Or Ironic says, XDDDD.
I like beat all the.
Or Ironic says,
You're
LOL.
supposed to be able to.
A ver si
Because
es
Or
que
Ironic
llega a
says,
salir
GG.
tu nombre,
sail around.
vas
Was like, take that, make the game actually based around it instead of it being in this Assassin's Creed wrapper that like barely makes any sense anyways. Make it based around the pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Make the story based around the pirates. Add co-op, because if you haven't been able to tell, as I've been talking about for years, if you add co-op to a game, it explodes. Helldivers? Anyone? Come on. Anyways, add co-op to it. No, not the multiplayer stuff. Stop it. Just really good single player, add some co-op, and it will explode. And then they made it like the complete opposite of that. There isn't a single player campaign. They saw Sea of Thieves and were like, yeah, cool. No, dude.
He's mad about Skull and Bones.
Stop. Stop! I was so excited about Skull and Bones, dude. I was so excited.
How excited are you now?
I don't want to try it because I think I'll be more mad if I like see with my own eyes and experience with my own hands the vast depths of the wasted potential of that game.
So anyway, do you think hardware engines or time is a limiting factor? I think that with greater hardware comes greater expectations. With greater expectations comes more complex engines that are capable of meeting them. And with more complexity comes more time. And I think that money is the additional factor in everything that I just said that is causing AAA gaming to kind of collapse on itself in a pretty spectacular way right now. Ubisoft is going to look at Skull and Bones and go, okay, then developing games this big doesn't make any sense. They're not going to look at it and go, wow, whoops, that's because we did it wrong.
Yeah.
And
EA released Immortals of Vium. And
A
this has
Vium.
been in the news recently because there was like some news article, I don't remember from who, saying like, oh yeah, Immortals of VM, they spent like $130 million or something insane on it. Budget, let's see what the budget was. The development cost was around $85 million, and then EA kicked in $40 million for marketing and distribution.
And I still never heard of it.
Me neither.
$40 million well spent.
And apparently it was like...
Should have sponsored an LTT. Got him.
Not good or something. Steam reviews says 7 out of 10. Maybe it was okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
heard it's like pretty okay.
But apparently they're trying to
match
pose
found
it as like single player games are dead.
I hope my parents weren't watching.
No.
Like all the most highly rated, best, and often very highly sold games of the last year and a half, 2 years, are all single player and co-op games. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, not all. Pal World kind of sold a lot of copies.
Comms? Do we have comms or what?
Also competitive game, but like
that competitive?
Okay, that's good because I want to lose.
I haven't played it. I thought it was competitive.
Co-op game.
It's PvE survival, but not against people.
Okay.
It's not like Rust survival.
Okay.
I mean, you can hurt each other, so you could force it to play that way. I'm sure.
No PvP yet. People are saying.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, I haven't played it. I just like kind of watched clips of it here and there. It looked like the kind of thing that if I got into, I would spend far too much time in it, and I don't have time right now. That's like the story of my life so often these days. I miss every big gaming event that's really taking off because I'm sitting here looking at it going, okay, what's my calendar look like over the next... Oh, okay. Whereas if it's something small or something that's like not that good or like only certain people like, I'm kind of like, okay, I won't get sucked into this too hard.
Helldivers is fun. And it's a co-op game, and I haven't mentioned it to you because I was like, if we're gonna play a game, we have games we can play.
Yeah, we really do.
Like it'll be fine.
Like we could maybe play beyond the tutorial of Divinity Original Sin 2.
We could go back to Anno. Like there's a huge list of currently in progress games, so we don't need to buy another one.
We don't have a shortage of games.
If you're watching this and you want a co-op shooter, it's probably the best co-op shooter that I've played in many years. It's really good. Check it out. Helldivers.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Right.
Hilarious writing. Very funny voice acting and stuff. Really good.
All right, we've got an in-person merch message. What's up?
Hey, thanks for bringing me out, LLD. My Steam Deck is the only thing that got me through the 7-hour flight in the middle seat. Which item would you fly with? Would you not fly without?
There's a chamber over there. Guy can't go 3 steps without bringing all his fancy
I'm gonna go with the biggest cop-out answer of all time.
My phone?
Oh,
I'm doing it.
No, it's pretty good. It's all right. It's okay.
My LTT backpack.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Because how would I bring any of my other essentials without that gigantic tech bag?
It fits under the seat so well as well.
It is exactly.
Yeah, we just need to wait out Sky. Sky's dog.
Get under there.
I don't know what she gets.
If you stuff it,
As long as she doesn't have.
without it being completely stuffed, the first time
Really?
it just went like,
Damn. Well, I don't know. I never
Depends on the
played her.
airline. Some of them are a little tighter, and some of the seats are a little tighter.
Yeah.
But I can get the bag in there.
And the luggage strap. The luggage strap is great too.
Yeah, luggage strap, super handy. The
One's got an orb.
the RFID blocking passport pocket, the little hidden pocket with the hidden zipper back there.
You telling me they're
it's a
B?
great backpack. What can I say? No, it's not a cheap backpack. I'm very sorry. I'm really, really sorry. At some point, we will have a more affordable bag. We actually care.
Healing spike planted.
We actually care. We have apparently started shipping replacement zippers. Zipper pulls.
Nice.
Yes.
Sweet.
So if the first ones go okay and people don't just like totally fat finger the install and we don't need to retool the whole thing, then we're gonna start shipping them en masse in the coming weeks.
That makes sense. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
For me,
Last player standing.
you took the backpack.
Yeah,
I was
got
gonna
him.
do the backpack.
Got
For
him.
me, I would say my AirPods because I have trained myself since I think it was like CES 2014. I can fall asleep
Good
to
try.
one specific Lucy Rose album that I only ever listen to when I'm trying to fall asleep or I'm actively sleeping.
Nice.
You round in the back.
Refuse to listen to it any other time.
You wanna go out, go pee?
And I've like it actually works. I listen to it,
I
I
believe
fall
you.
asleep.
I mean, you know, my thing is TV show.
Don't
reviews,
use
right?
those
Yeah,
words.
yeah. So it's exactly the same. It's just one particular album.
Talk like a normal human
and,
being.
Yeah, it helps so
Who,
much. I
me?
can
What
sleep on
words?
planes, and it helps drown out other
You
noise
know what I
by
said.
playing some active noise, which helps
Are
as
you
well because
racist?
things like babies crying will
My
make
what?
skin crawl and keep me awake.
I'm
So if I
almost
can
off
drown
that.
that out, yeah, I can just disappear. So I'll take like one of the LTT hoodies, put it over my face, make everything dark.
I almost said LTT hoodie for the like pull the hood to like
Yes.
just the nose sticking
I
out.
do the just way more loser version and just turn it around and like.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're gonna play
You
stairs, right?
cannot out-loser me for playing etiquette. I will take
No
my
charges.
hands, I will take my arms out of the sleeves, and I'll like huddle into it, and I'll leave the arms empty while I have my face all like this.
Okay, all right, maybe you win.
Yeah, you definitely win. With the thing like closed up.
Yeah, because my extremities get cold, and so if I want to stay warm,
I had two up there.
I gotta have the hands up here.
So you just have this like.
You grab Spike. Renan, no, Renan.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
She's by me.
Just
Yeah.
ignoring what album it's
Up in that,
Lucy
up in there,
Rose
up in there, up in there.
Oh,
Up in
shit.
here, up in here.
About crappy answers.
You got it, bro. I'm sorry. I just have trauma because my last game, my Renan was retarded.
You came all the way here. You must watch the WAN show
I'm
once in a while. So
Oh, one of us is
I
gonna
have
get to
a
that
ton of
level
stuff,
at least.
Like, it was favorite
Nah, you're
items,
not.
so
You're
many
not
people.
Reina
Like,
from
No,
my
it was-
last game, bro. She was literally just a fucking meat shield, dog. She push in, fucking
did you
die,
say favorite?
and it's like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
You did not.
I had so much stress trying to win the
try
last game, bro.
strongly to not travel without headphones.
There really be
I
no
mean,
one to
I
trust.
could give you a list of like 25 items I need. As someone who, in a different time in my life, would travel on an almost bi-weekly basis,
Yeah.
like I still have pretty much a go bag.
Hey,
Like my
someone
away
grab orb.
luggage,
I like never have to
I
use it.
dropped it.
cringe LOL duct tape on the
They
side of
faked
it.
grabbing orb and now they actually grabbed it.
No tape on mine.
Mine is just ugly
Coming
black
through the
duct tape
tunnel?
that spells LOL. And then on the other side, I have like ugly green stripes. I call it my LOL luggage. Anyway, so that is pre-packed. I think two nights worth of stuff.
Spike down
tunnel
A.
Complete duplicate
One
set
enemy
of
remaining.
toiletries that just
Chambers
lives in
tunnel.
there, including some sleeping
Don't-
pills for
He
emergencies
has a
just in
marshal, don't
case,
peek him.
some hair goop just in case.
Where at?
Just kind
Deep
of
in there?
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, he's deep in that joint.
Guys, we have
I
bomb.
used to have a specific system for that.
On
and
Sage.
then
Just walk.
I transferred all of that
He's
into,
there, trapped.
Yeah.
the new tech stack. Yeah. So the tech stack I actually use as a
Good night.
training system. But
It's
it works
perfect for
really
that.
well for it.
I know, that was
So it's just
intentional.
Like,
Huge
okay,
fry.
yeah, so that's that now.
Lol, good job.
Go like run to the bathroom and try to make
Beautiful
sure you grab
plays.
everything before you're leaving. It just
There's
stays
no
there.
getting home and realizing you haven't unpacked yet and you need to brush your teeth and you're tired. No, I'm sorry. It's worth the $3 for another toothbrush so that I just
Bro,
have
having
one
the
of
Spectre
them.
almost fucked me up
Even
so
if
bad
you,
that
if
game.
you have like a fancy toothbrush, you don't need
that
one
round?
for the road. You probably don't even want it. It's
I
gonna
don't
be
have an
clunky and
electric
annoying.
toothbrush for the road. I just use a manual toothbrush when
Yeah,
I travel.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, and so I have plastic bags in there for my
Oh, yeah,
laundry 'cause
W
I've got a
wall.
whole system
Yeah,
where my
me too.
everything goes directly into a plastic bag so that at 4 stupid o'clock in the morning when I'm packing for a 8 a.m. flight or whatever it is and I have to drive an hour and a half to the airport,
Rotating.
I don't have to think about anything.
Bro,
All
well,
of
I
my
hear
crap is
footsteps.
already in a plastic bag that's dirty. And when I get home, it's in a plastic bag. It goes in the laundry. If it's not in a plastic bag, it goes in the dresser eventually, or it just stays in there for the next trip and I top it up. It's a whole thing. And then in my backpack, I'll have my laptop, my couch. I will usually carry
Spike
an ROG
down
hard.
B.
I will
For you.
always carry an LTT screwdriver. These days I travel with the stubby with the extension so
You
that...
gotta make sure it's in your checked.
No, not the stubby with the extension.
Oh, really?
Last player standing.
So if you don't tell them it goes
Nice.
together.
Check your local regulations though before
Check
you
your
fly.
local regulations.
yeah.
But I have successfully traveled multiple times now. I just keep them super separate in my bag, and it's just like, oh well,
Good
this
try,
is
good
just
try.
what? What? It's a rod. It's not a rod.
hazards aside.
That was a
It could be
terrible
for
plan.
anything.
I apologize.
No one's even questioned me about it if they are not
Sorry?
close enough together. I always carry my water bottle.
Yes.
I
didn't
always
catch
carry
that.
my sunglasses. I actually almost
Yes.
never wear sunglasses except when I'm traveling
Me too.
because I think last year 183 days out of 365 were raining.
It's
here.
raining. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
so
doesn't
it's,
matter
like,
here
irrelevant.
like, at all. I always bring multiple Cliff Bars
Cables.
because I find
Carry a battery bank with all types
You
of
want to
cables.
play?
Not
Let's
battery
play.
bank, I carry a battery bank, but I carry a USB thing
Huge
with a
knife.
micro B, two
They're going Nick
C's,
and
and a
somebody watch
lightning,
them guys.
so that I kind of have a little bit of everything.
I bring those Cliff Bars for other
Yep.
like, you know, shouldn't actually really use it as a meal supplement, but
Big
some
wall,
type
20
of
seconds.
bar thing
Some
for
kind of
nutrients.
high-calorie bar.
Because I'll often find myself
Play
when I'm
slow,
traveling, I
Sage.
get
Don't
stuck
push too
in
hard.
areas
Who's
where, like, maybe I
next?
haven't had a meal in, you know, a day or half
Well,
a
let
day
her,
or
let her.
something,
So they
and
can't roast
it's
you.
airport food, so it's
Oh
3
my.
times as much as you should actually.
Last player standing.
It should be.
Not to mention like a third of the quantity.
Yeah.
There was this amazing place. They had like these
Flawless.
burrito salads or something at one of the New York airports. I can't remember, but it was like the best. And then I finally went
Good
back
try.
there at some point, and they had
Gone.
closed. And I was like, man, it was like one of my
I
favorite
might also,
things
if
to
need
eat
be, like
on
we can just play
Earth.
for
Just this,
retake.
like, amazing
Like we can let them
salad.
plant,
Yeah,
and
let
then
me-
we
let
come
me-
back.
It's
Let
just,
me-
yeah,
let
so I
me-
like
let me
having
cover
little
Beam on
reserve
myself.
things like that. There's
Or,
tons
no.
we could probably go on.
I'll
Okay.
probably get a pick or two.
Probably.
And you have.
Wow,
thanks,
Dan, thanks. That's
thanks so
really...
much. I think I got one more.
Never
Okay.
mind. I'm
Hit
gonna
me.
let
I have
you-
your
I'm
back.
Is this
gonna
another in
cover
person?
myself.
Yeah. Do you want?
Got
Do
under
you want
control.
him
Yeah,
to
let's
hit you?
do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure, come
yeah,
on.
yeah. No, we're not gonna let Dan read it. That would be not cool.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't bring your Vision Pro.
You want me to go get it?
He brought a Vision Pro here just to show it to me.
Nice.
Dan's gonna try it after
Look,
the show.
realistically,
Somebody go for it.
I should try it.
I got it.
No, you really shouldn't.
That would not be fun.
Say they need to heal. Attack team for a little bit, by the way.
Enemy spotted.
Sorry.
Sage,
Alright,
please.
so,
Go.
I'm going to go to a personal question.
Oh.
It's kind of my job. It's philosophical. I'm gonna be brutally honest.
Did we pre?
Phoenix, shoot a little bit.
I mean, they're written down.
Dan,
Just shoot, just shoot.
Mid.
Make sure he reads from the paper.
Spike down B.
Fine.
Last player standing.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Is making YouTube content about gacha games philosophically questionable considering the predatory nature of gacha games design?
We have revised
There's
Let me
a
cover B by myself.
there's a sound
our
cue that you
sponsorships
can hear when you
policy
TP.
as of I think it was the last
And,
time
like-
we
Let me
did a
cover B by
Raid
myself.
Shadow Legends spot or something. I can't remember, but we did a spot for one of the gacha
They're highly
games,
likely to play it though, just letting you
and
know.
people
They don't
were
really like it.
very mad about it because, you know, obviously Luke and I are pretty opposed to gambling.
Yeah.
Oh, they're playing mid.
We're pretty opposed to like pay to win. So we're pretty opposed to
win?
some of the core mechanics.
Not
Watch out,
opposed
they
to
might be all ways.
like, financially appreciating
They're
something.
mid.
No, not opposed to things costing what
He's coming through there. Chambers coming through that door mid.
for it.
Yeah.
Not every sponsor we work with is
Healing.
the value leader
Thank you.
in their segment, in their vertical.
Chamber
And
was
so,
there. He's
you
waiting
know,
to pick one of our heads
philosophy
off.
Got your
has
trail.
always been,
Yeah, so we're gonna play slow instead.
does it do what it says on the tin? Yes. Okay then.
Someone
Then,
might find the value in this, someone might not. That's up to them.
then that's up to them. As long as our talking points correspond to
They're brief.
what happens
Yeah,
with
they're
that
brief.
product or that service or that game or whatever it is, then you're the one who makes a value call on whether it's good or not.
We're sitting too
That's
mid.
not me. I just tell you
They're
what the
brief.
talking points are, and I make sure that there
They're
is some
mid.
factuality to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
However,
30 seconds left.
after that Raid Shadow Legends spot, we talked a lot internally.
Last player standing.
Revised our
You gotta fucking kill
platform
me.
No fucking
sponsorships,
way.
which we do still do, to be that the game has to be fun without
They
it.
think they're the best until we prove them wrong.
And there's a level of subjectivity there.
Yeah.
So we either look at them internally,
this is so
we take
heavy.
some feedback from the community.
We're good.
But it has to be that if there is gotcha elements, like an example of this, I'd say would be what's that Breath of the Wild?
Watch,
the
Random, we
Chinese
switched, right?
one that
Watch
game-
this time they
Oh,
actually
yeah,
play,
Genshin
bro.
Impact.
Genshin
Yeah,
Impact.
yeah.
Thank you.
Don't worry.
Well, they'll probably play
I'm gonna just flash and I'm gonna flash.
Oh,
and
hilarious. So
Okay.
Genshin,
Phoenix,
from
Gale,
my
get ready to
understanding of
rotate,
it, I
man.
haven't played it, but Genshin, from my understanding of it, would be an example of a game that is fun to play, even if you don't give them any money. You absolutely can give them money. You can give them a lot of money. But that would be an
Phoenix
example of
is fine.
something that I
Sage,
would think
watch
we
mid.
would be willing to work with, because there is a lot of hours of entertainment in that game that do not require money to be
They're all full
unlocked.
committing on B.
With that said, I mean, you know, these games can I think the
126 Omen.
the
Phoenix back?
is permeated
Like, bro, I'm focusing on
basically
you.
every aspect
I
of our
shouldn't have.
lives. I think that if it's not,
No, you don't.
get this already, it will be of near
Nice.
ubiquity.
Spike
Phoenix has
down.
Omen should be there also.
Using machine learning and watching patterns
Last player
and
standing.
adjusting on
Omen
the
mid.
fly in ways that even the developers themselves don't understand to optimize the money that they're extracting from
Nice.
people. That's what
One enemy remaining.
AI and gacha games.
Spike down B.
But it's a matter of
wasn't a
time.
hard no.
Yeah, that wasn't a no.
You're better. You're fucking
And so,
better.
yeah, I think
Good
that's our
shit, man.
line, and once that line is crossed, then we'll do
Come
what we
to
always
the
have.
random.
and
That
we'll
was
just
impressive.
stop-
Mexico
we'll stop taking money
represent.
from them. I mean, we've
It's an interesting one.
put a lot of sponsors to the curb over the years, and
Yeah.
we'll do it
I
again.
think-
We'll keep doing
I
it
think I'm
over
gonna
and
save
over and
this
over again.
round.
It is subjective, but
A
I don't know
mini.
how else you could really do it.
No, because that's their model. It's not like they make money charging for it. So for
Yeah.
better or for worse, the game is free to play. So the question is it fun to play? And if it is, then we basically go, okay,
Ah, fuck
well
it.
then it's a game. That's what games are, right? They're supposed to be fun.
And to a certain degree, if it is a genuinely free game, if you want it to continue existing, there's going to have to be some ways that there's financial transfer.
And I would rather it be money than in, selling your data, although realistically they're probably doing both.
Yep.
But like,
I'm just holding.
Anyone that I've played personally
He takes up his
and just
trademark
enjoyed without
and his
spending
thing,
money
he's
on,
leaving,
I'd be
he's
willing
rotating
to-
out, I think.
I'd be willing to take money from. I
They're
put in way too many hours into
Or
Genshin
he's
Impact
gonna-
right now.
BB, keep moving, keep moving.
Only one of them.
It still exists apparently. It's more toxic.
Big wall in 17.
Oh, like it's less free than it was. Another one that I enjoyed the crap
Spike
out of
planted.
Phoenix, slow down.
missed it was Headball 2, which apparently is just a clone of something else.
Right.
It got annoying after a while, where like you had to wait
Hold it.
enough that I wanted to play like 3 matches, and then it would want me to spend money on it. But I just,
Last player standing.
Oh my
but I
God, he's
got
in the
enough
thing.
hours of entertainment out of it that if they would make that
Good try.
spot, I do a spot check, make sure it hasn't gotten phenomenally stupid. Sure, but I had fun. I played it for free. I had fun. So that's the bar.
Yeah, makes sense.
Right. So you mad? You mad, bro?
Okay, so
No, you
Chamber's
tell
gonna
me
play.
keep making Genshin content. Keep making.
Chamber's gonna play here like a little rat, so don't peek that.
Got it. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, and make sure to spend it in
Ready,
LTT store. That's the other
come,
condition.
finish me.
Hey, got him.
Now,
That's pretty funny.
why don't you guys do a quick topic?
That's funny that we did not coordinate that. I had no idea he worked on Genshin.
I think that's why he asked that question.
I hear footsteps.
Well, no, absolutely. It's just, it's funny that Genshin was the exact example.
Oh,
How many?
yeah.
Because I remember talking to Luke about it back when it launched. Because I know one
Joke's
of our,
over!
I forget
You're
who, but
dead!
one member of the float team was like
Bunch of guys deep.
obsessively into Genshin, and Luke was like, "Yeah, you'll probably enjoy it."
Yeah, because I tried it out.
128
I tried it
euro.
out, and
Who's next?
it's not so much my style.
Going
but
up.
at least at that
You
time,
didn't get into
seemed like a
Breath
pretty
of the
good
Wild
game.
either.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I put hundreds of hours into Breath of the
I
Wild.
actually did really like it.
Yeah, you never finished it.
Hey,
Spike
And to be fair,
down
if I
B.
finished it, I don't even mean beat Ganondorf.
Wait, Kale, wait. If you have flash out or
I
not,
didn't even mean
One enemy remaining.
Interesting take.
133.
an infinite number of halves, Dan.
Yeah, well.
That's the thing about having. You can do it forever.
You must fall
good shit.
and fall near me.
In my experience, oh no,
All
wait,
right.
If you get creative. What were we talking about again? When I say he hasn't beat it, I mean he hasn't beat like anything. You know, he hasn't collected all the Korok nuts or like you haven't.
I've spent a decent amount of time in the game, but no, I didn't beat it.
How many hours?
I think quite a few.
10.
More than that, probably.
More than 50?
No.
Then you haven't played it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because when that game came out, I traveled a ton for work, and I dedicated it to being my travel game, and then my career changed, and then I didn't adjust.
Yeah, when one of my friends told
You're
me
playing
that the
it.
bad guy in Zelda's name
Really?
was Ganondorf.
I hear one A side.
I
No?
actually laughed
Oh,
out
no.
loud because I was like, really? Because I always I thought it was
More like
Ganon.
Ganondork.
Yeah, exactly.
What's hitting me?
I shouldn't have laughed at that. Now I feel dumb.
All right, hit us.
Hit
down.
you, Euro.
I think we should probably do one more really
fuck,
quick
man?
topic and then move into WAN After Dark.
Do we have more
The
topics?
We have so
Fuck.
many more topics.
Oh my god!
So we're at 2.5 hours right now. You want
guys
to
should
do
play
3
together.
hours? So either we do.
Oh, we better hurry then.
You want to
Last player standing.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Spike
Zuck's
planted.
Vision Pro review. Have you watched? Okay, I haven't. So I'm gonna do the read, and you're gonna talk about it. Because all I've done is
Save your
read
ult.
articles
Don't use it,
about it,
please.
and I was like, oh no, I don't wanna spoil this for myself. But I realize now it's too long for me to just watch. I thought it was.
Yeah, it's like.
I saw that it was real,
Dead.
and so I thought it was. So that's my problem. By the way, he looks way better with longer
Watch
hair.
your eyes.
It balances out his gigantic forehead. So, Zuck, if you're watching, I approve of better. That whole like super short hair thing was really weird.
Have you ever
Last
seen
round
that
Good,
in
it
the
fucking
half.
killed him.
right at the beginning?
Right at the beginning.
Because that was filmed. Go back to it really quick.
Mixed reality?
Yeah, that's filmed on a Quest 3.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's filmed on a Quest 3.
Yeah, okay.
Not bad.
Yeah. Anyway.
Go
So
for it.
I'll do the thing.
Yep.
Mark Zuckerberg recently tried out the Apple Vision Pro, which he compared unfavorably
We're not gonna shout out.
I'm stunned.
to the Quest 3, calling the latter
I
not
hear them.
only a better value, but the better
Could be.
product, period. I actually
Or not.
disagree.
I do.
Well, hold on.
Chamber mid.
Zuck's points in favor of the Quest 3.
Here, I'll introduce
120 grams lighter, no wired battery pack.
You can play retake. I'm one away from. Kale, back up. Kale, back up.
Physical hand controllers for input.
Reyna, play with me.
Better
Spike
immersive
I'm one away
content
from alt.
library,
I
and it's this
just.
last one
I get one pick.
that
I can alt. We can
today
take side.
is a pretty big deal.
Yes.
We shot our Vision Pro review finally, and it's going to be in editing and be released hopefully sometime very soon. Super late because we don't.
Last player standing.
We wanted to make sure we were contributing something to the conversation, so we really spent a lot of time.
My ult ready.
Right now, the Vision Pro has a content problem. It's the coolest gadget.
Switching
that I
sides.
have absolutely no reason for,
Prepare yourselves. We fight once again.
which is fine. But I work in an office with other people, and that's not an option.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just like, it's the better product period line. For the vast
Just
majority
rush
of
side.
people, yeah, definitely.
I'm planting
But
here.
there is a niche of people that are going to find way more value out of a Vision Pro than a Quest 3.
Phoenix,
is
I
that
wouldn't.
actually a ton of
But
people?
sure, go for it, man.
Probably not really. Are the lineups of people trying to buy them because it's such an amazing product?
This is
It's
where we
probably
win.
more hype because it's a very interesting device, because it's an Apple device. That's its own hype column. Different things like that. But
So when I said I agree with the Zuck, what I meant was I agree that it is the better product, but I was agreeing on behalf of me. Not everyone. The
Yeah.
I'm
Vision
covering
Pro,
mid, no
he
one
even
will come
admits
to
the
me.
Vision Pro is a better entertainment device, and it is, the screen is just
The screen's
plain
insane.
better. It is so good. But that's not what I would use. And for me, any device without controllers is completely dead on arrival. from a gaming standpoint.
Oh yeah,
Luke.
Oh, for a game.
One enemy remaining.
Gaming on the Vision Pro.
No, but
It's
your journey ends
awful.
here.
I'm sure you're right.
The top app,
Simply better.
like hyper
Time to
promoted
stock back up.
in the App Store on the Vision Pro is Fruit Ninja. It's atrocious.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It's so bad. And like, guys, I'm not even there's the Apple hater. It's terrible.
It's unsurprising because you hear like basically no one talking about it as a gaming device.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is for good reason, because
10
it
seconds.
is
Just wait 10.
terrible. And so as a gamer,
And then we can rush it.
I'm looking at the Apple Vision Pro going, okay, if what I need is to have my MacBook screen be projected somewhere, big, but not too big.
At 25.
Because Apple things, you can't just make it any size you want. Did you know that?
No.
You can't make the window any smaller
Go.
than they say you can. And you can't make it any bigger than they say you can. And the largeness one is just, it feels it's completely arbitrary. Like it could easily be 10, 20% bigger and that wouldn't be a problem. And it's not like, if anything, it would give you,
20 on
like it wouldn't affect text readability. Like
Nice.
it's
Coming
just,
from
there's,
tunnel. He's coming from
you know
tunnel.
how on the iPhone, you can't really zoom in that far on pictures in the picture gallery? Have you ever had that experience? You can't zoom in very far. Like why? I don't know, because you.
It would get
like,
too blurry. We can't allow it.
Exactly. Like as far
One
as I can
enemy
tell,
remaining.
it's that kind of logic. And so if that was what I wanted to do with it, was project one screen, only one,
Good shit.
There can only
pretty
be
good.
one hero.
If it was two screens, you could maybe sell me once a day.
Conflict is not my first choice.
And I know,
but
I
that
could have a
choice was
Safari
made.
window running on the Vision Pro, and I could have my desktop. I don't always want
All right.
just a browser. I would
And now
want to be able to.
we just ran out. Rush 8.
It helps a lot that you can do those things.
Yeah.
I think that's why people are like willing to use it right now, but it would be a lot better if it was just two desktops.
Yeah, two desktops would be
Trust me,
great.
we're the
There's some
best.
quality of life things they need to address. Right now, there's no way to save your layout. And we
Sage,
do
why
a
you
really,
pee?
really funny bit in the video where Alex sits down with like a gas mask strapped to
Just
his
faking to
face
give him some
and, like,
cover. One man's
pinches
still
and,
there.
like,
I think
moves
it's
around
Omen.
people who are holding physical
I'm sorry.
monitors and like
You can
put them
rotate.
where
You
he
can.
wants
I'm
to,
coming
to
to
like
you.
set up his workspace. Just the point I'm trying to make is what a hassle it is. Like any VR headset to get into VR, it's a
You wanna
pain
wall it
in
off,
the
Steve?
patoot.
Go out the back
It
door or
is
the
the
front
kind of thing
door?
you have to have
Phoenix on you.
Oh, I just got smoked walking through that. Come on.
Phoenix behind.
I pinch a lot when I'm talking.
Last player standing.
So I get around and I kept accidentally moving around. Pretty annoying. We're gonna have behind the scenes, by the way, on Float Plane. We'll have an exclusive of my perspective of hosting a video, just for fun for you Float Plane peeps. And that'll be
You
shot
win.
on
You
Apple
simply
Vision
win.
Pro.
Good shit.
Clutch.
So I agree with the Zuck, but I
Good fucking
actually
shit.
disagree
As much as these
from the
were
perspective of someone
it's
for
mine,
whom the Apple Vision
and I
Pro
will
is
kill
made.
to
Because
defend
Yes.
it wasn't made for him. It wasn't made for me.
Yes.
Okay, let's really fuck with their
So,
heads. Now let's hit
having
mid.
watched the review, do you think that he was
I'm
fair
gonna lurk
or
on B
unfair,
for
or
so maybe you could rotate
about
both
as
of them.
neutral as he possibly could have
Okay,
been?
yeah,
given
we'll
his
play it for
many,
B.
many billions of
We'll
dollars
play
invested
mid
in
for
a
B.
competing product.
Honestly, kind of that. I think it wasn't made for him either, really.
Sage, you
if
want-
that makes
never mind.
sense. I think his vision is like pretty clear for what he wants the Quest products to be, and I think as far as I would agree
I'm
with
in
as
back
far
of
as
B.
people are saying, I think the Quest 3 is a really solid product in its own right.
Okay,
I
let's
think
move.
he
Watch
was
out for the right.
probably
Watch out for the right. Don't be
not
loud.
as considerate of the people
'Cause yours-
who it was built for, if that makes
Guys,
sense.
like,
Like I know people that are very obsessive about the Vision Pro. That
It's
yeah,
like,
I'm sure every single one of them is very
Okay, I'll come.
133 on game.
The fuck?
Good, Phoenix.
Genuinely.
Nice, nice, nice.
88 on Sky.
They like it as much as they do because it's super.
You
5
have
seconds.
Sky's half health, basically.
Walls up.
So
Careful now.
Totally.
Shields
It
going
has
out.
major problems.
Watch out for flank. Watch out flank. I heard
The
TP.
main thing that's interesting about
One enemy
the
remaining.
Apple Vision Pro to me personally is what that means for the next versions, right? Like, what is Apple Vision Pro 2 or 3 gonna be like? If they can. Right there.
Swing with me. Swing with me. Nice.
Facial like recognition better. I found out that everyone apparently gets 21W, which is like the size that it assigned to me, and it's mind blowing to
Okay.
me. With big screen. This
Now I
actually
got a
was
new
really
funny
good.
idea.
There was so much to say. We couldn't put
Everyone
everything in, but
quietly go up the
it's
rope.
mind blowing to me that big screen,
I'll
a
play
tiny
B
company of
perfect.
absolute nobodies. No offense, you
And
guys.
I
I'll-
just realized I picked
I'm
up a
just-
fucking Guardian. Oh my
I mean,
god, I traded a
compared to
Vandal for
Apple,
Guardian.
right? Came in and used Apple's own depth camera.
You want make to as much play? Noise as you
Let's
want.
play. Version
Oh, watch
of a
out, Phoenix.
VR headset fitment system. Like, come on.
Don't.
How did Apple manage to do it
I wonder if
worse
it was
than these guys?
strategic. I wonder if it was on purpose.
He's there.
That it's
Phoenix,
not that
3,
good? No,
2,
for sharing.
1, go.
I doubt it.
Yeah?
I really don't think so. Well, then why would they make like 50 different? I forget how many different versions of the face cushion they make, but there's like a ton. There's like a ton of different versions. Why bother?
Go, Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'm with.
But yeah, I think that's the one thing that he was less
Watch out,
publicly
2-2
at least. Is that it is absolutely.
We just take A. We just take A.
for specific people that are going to absolutely.
Guys, back
love
off.
it.
Back off. We just play A. I'm gonna plan.
I do.
I'll wait a bit. I'll wait a bit.
That with some of the
Chambers
features
one
of the
tap.
Apple Vision Pro,
Or
that
nah.
if I had never used any VR
And
before,
I
Sage,
think
rotate
Omen's
to
I
us.
would
coming
just
through mid.
assume
Sage.
that it just was better. Which I think is missing.
Please.
Especially if like, oh, I want this for the things that VR is currently doing really well, like being able to like, go home and I don't really want to go to the gym today, but like I want to burn some calories, so I'm gonna stand here and flail my arms and play Beat Saber or whatever else.
Kale, I'm covering your.
Those things. Vision
He's
Pro
there.
can be
Give it 2
fast
seconds. 2 seconds.
if it can do it at all.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Apparently it
Good
has a Beat
shit.
Saber thing. I didn't even bother trying.
You can Fruit Ninja.
Alex tried it, and he's just like,
Beautiful
it's
plays.
Beat Saber on easy, and it's still glitchy.
Yeah, so
It's a complete waste
so
of
it's
time.
not going to do those things well.
All right, what do you think?
You'll see people on planes, trains, and automobiles using these things, doing productive work more productively than they.
I think it'd be funny if we just
otherwise.
rushed it.
You'll see people using them in weird, specific scenarios where they're going to get stuff done, or they'll watch movies. A consistent theme in the people that I know that have it of something that they've been
They'll never know we're
just watching movies and shows and stuff.
We
'cause
did.
The screen is so good.
We did Jake Bell's AMD Ultimate Tech Upgrade earlier this week. That's going to be another good one. I don't even know what that video is, but one of the things we talked about was he would have gotten an Apple Vision Pro if it had been out when he got his budget. And I was like, are you kidding me? He's like, no.
What would even be left in the budget?
I love...
They're so expensive.
I mean, it's a $5,000 US budget, so he could
One
buy this
enemy
model and
remaining.
then still buy like
Spike
an
down B.
to put on his shelf to appease AMD or whatever.
You can look at it with the pass-through.
Yeah. Look how good the pass-through is. Watch, throw this at you, and I'll dodge it.
Oh, man.
But he was saying, yeah, I would have 100% gotten an Apple Vision Pro because
Play
that's
together.
what I
Play
do.
together, play slow. You don't
I'll
need to
watch
push him,
the
he needs to
movies,
push
like,
you.
all the time, and I'm
You guys cannot just lose
so
with
it's
one.
I don't even remember what life was like when I did things by myself. Like I've had a spouse for I've had a partner for longer than I have been
Swing
with
together.
Yvonne. I've been with Yvonne for longer than I have not.
Yes.
Last player standing.
In my life, including infancy, like
Behind you.
my adult
Behind you.
life, the entire thing. I don't remember what life was like doing something by myself, and I've had kids for over 10 years now.
At least he fucking died. Good shit.
Not like a news dot or anything, but I had it where I fully deeply recognized recently that there's a certain line in my memory where I remember the story, not the thing. Like, that memory is actually just
I'm gonna
gone,
fake B.
Yeah.
but I know that I've recited
I'm gonna throw
this
walls and
story
shit.
I can still recite the story.
Gonna make
The
noise.
memory is genuinely gone. And I was like,
Quietly
"Ooh,
play it."
that line's creeping up.
So for me, I don't even remember what it's like to have 3 hours where there is nobody who needs my attention
Yeah.
and nothing that I need to
I
do.
cherish that time so deeply.
I've also had a company for over 10 years now.
Yeah.
And so, this is I'm not bragging. It sucks. Like if you
Healing.
get private time to sit and watch a
Rotating.
film in your Vision Pro on the couch,
I wonder how you'll feel about that. I genuinely do.
when the nest is empty, or like
Let's fast
Fuck.
forward.
Chamber mid 102.
8 years? 8 years? maybe?
One enemy remaining.
Let's say
Nice.
has some more time to marinate.
Oh, literally we win these.
More of the duties. Fleshed out, hiring in certain areas.
have a
to kind of
single
pull
life
some more
worth
things
saving.
off your shoulders. Your kids are
Spike is here.
now significantly. Maybe they're still living at home.
yeah, they probably don't want to hang out with me though. Yep.
But probably not. And you have time.
All right.
Is that a bad thing?
Mid push?
Would
Does
I
that feel bad?
watch? I don't know how to deal with that.
You give him a little headache?
I think that's going to be an extremely difficult hill for me to get over.
10 seconds. We wait 10 seconds. Just to confuse them.
Linus
Just
is
to
a
make them
dude.
panic as fuck.
Dude, that was very well timed. But you're like a do things person, right? So like,
I got a wall.
and often do things with people.
Yeah, for someone who
Chamber back a
is
B.
as misanthropic as I am,
Move up with me. Move up with me.
sure find myself around people a lot.
Watch this, Phoenix.
Um,
You don't have to push it.
Spike down
I
mid.
have no idea how to deal with that. So the point is,
Enemy down.
for me to think, I have
Oh,
some
crazy
time.
swing.
I'm going to strap a screen
Yeah,
to my
perfect.
neck and watch a
Your
film.
duty is not
Bitch, I
over.
fucking love you.
Reload him.
The only way I can justify spending time in VR at all is that I exercise.
You guys gonna
I'm
rotate
burning- I'm
back?
burning calories. Easy peasy.
I can alt it.
And then
Actually, yeah, we rotate
I
back.
never- I
Sage,
never-
Sage,
I
come.
I don't really game
I will.
in VR that much.
I'm just giving him a
because
little fucking
I'm in VR
fuck
for
you.
a purpose.
Let him know.
And if I want to game, I want to
Yeah,
relax.
I agree.
30
And so
seconds
maybe
left.
That's one of the reasons that I didn't enjoy Alex.
Don't you
I
move
just
from
found
that
it
spot
like-
because I'm
I don't
here.
wanna-
I'm
VR
not
is
there.
not that for me. It's not like I need to think about how to solve a puzzle and like it just felt tedious. And then again, I just kind of find.
Last player standing.
Shit.
One enemy remaining.
Last one's going.
I know.
Stop it.
I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, there goes another.
Can I see that spike from here?
We lost them. Yeah, we lost them earlier.
yeah.
Yeah, they hate me.
Maybe like 20 because some of the viewers have recycled.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's a problem.
If he gets on, give him 3 seconds. Or like 2 seconds.
Quiet!
Yeah, we were trying to rapid fire through topics, weren't we? And then we just.
Google Gas. Google's partnered with the Environmental Defense Fund on a methane
Good
leak
try, man.
monitoring
Good try.
system called Methane Sat that uses a satellite to catalog and map leaks from oil and gas companies around the world. While agriculture
What the
is a major
fuck?
source of methane, the energy
Dude!
You kinda fucked me up there, bro.
40% of humanity's global methane emissions. The irony of companies like Google with their enormous
Why? Why am I so
data
fucked
centers
up?
being the watchdog for, you know, emissions and whatever.
Should
is
have pay
not
rush.
lost
Never
on
did
me,
us wrong.
but, hey, I mean, maybe this will create an arms race of the fuel companies watchdogging Google, and then maybe there'll be some
They do have
accountability.
cabbages.
Great.
And they have,
I think it's specifically for leaks.
they
Not
have
for
your
usage,
outside.
I know.
Yeah.
I just mean if companies start putting pressure on each other publicly, someone had to do it.
GM Shippo on Full Plane Chat said super cool until they kill this.
Oh my
too.
fucking
So, yeah, this will be
shield,
cool
dude.
For like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
and
until
then
it
won't-
blows up.
Then it won't. Ah, that's pretty good.
Nice.
I think that's sweet though. They said Google will likely roll out the map publicly by the end of 2024. I really hope that they do it publicly. They use like Google emojis as the creators of the week.
Joke's over! You're dead!
I think I'm very funny.
Wall range. Enemy spotted. Last player standing.
He's on. One's on.
That's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
You can't see
The
it.
EU has agreed to carve out
Just leave. Just leave. You have
agreed
op,
to a
please.
carve-out that excludes iMessage from the gatekeeper designation that would subject Apple to additional regulatory scrutiny and additional responsibilities under the Digital Markets Act. iMessage technically meets the definition of a gatekeeping platform with at least 45 million monthly users within the EU and a market cap of at least 75 billion euros. However, iPhones have a much smaller market share in the EU compared to North America, and most iPhone users in the EU use alternative messaging platforms like WhatsApp anyway, which is classified as a gatekeeping platform. In other EU news, the European Court of Human Rights determined that laws requiring that messaging services retain
You want to play? Let's play.
He's on B. Encrypted communications are illegal and violate the European Convention on Human Rights.
Nice.
Common EU win. We've got a couple more to get through. A Canadian airline was found to be responsible for its chatbot's claims.
Get owned.
Air Canada, it was decided by a Canadian tribunal, will have to honor an $880 refund that was promised by their customer service chatbot. The bot inaccurately told a customer who was traveling to his grandmother's funeral that he could apply for a bereavement discount retroactively, which Air Canada then denied because he had not followed appropriate protocol. That was a thing. In court, Air Canada argued, man, if they had just not argued quietly paid it, I would not know about bereavement discounts. And neither would any of you.
Everyone should follow through and try to get one of these if you need to fly.
For bereavement.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what happens, Air Canada, when you Streisand affect things.
Yeah.
In court, Air Canada argued it could not be held liable for information supplied by one of its representatives, thereby implying that the bot was somehow a separate legal entity capable of making its own independent decisions. According to the tribunal, Air Canada is responsible for the accuracy of its bot's claims and will have to refund the complaint. In other news, wow, YouTube Premium has 100 million subscribers?
That's a lot.
That's kind of incredible. Okay, I put a note here and I don't think I didn't press it. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Yeah, so that's a lot. Google One reached a similar milestone.
I'm gonna play B.
Spotify
I'm gonna just
subscribers, and
like
Apple has
put a
over
wall just
billion paid subscribers spread out over Apple Music, Apple One, and iCloud Plus.
You know, it's kind of weird that there isn't like a Google One Premium that comes with.
They know it's only
You know
me.
what's really
Play
weird?
slowly.
There's no way for me to buy YouTube Premium for our Google Workspace accounts.
Kale, use your knife so
you
it makes it seem like more than
What
one is
the
there.
I would buy it immediately. Do you know how often I have to sit and watch ads at work because I don't have Google Premium on my work account? Like, it's not just something we can corporately buy and apply to everyone's accounts.
You don't have your personal browser?
Well, yeah, but
Big wall up
I'm
at
in
10.
the analytics dashboard all the time. I'm always signed in as my work account.
Right, now
I
hold
can't
up.
stand it, so I'll copy it.
Spike
You're
down
over
mid.
here.
It's stupid.
They're going underneath.
All right.
Back to mid.
Wine show after dark.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
You want to get the light? Should I?
No, I'll get it.
Okay. Thank you.
8, right?
Just in case any of them are getting tired and want to go, because we don't know necessarily what time zones.
I've got your trail.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out when the bus should arrive.
Oh.
30
I
seconds
was
left.
kind of thinking maybe about 11:30.
Omen mid.
Bus to
On the
take
spike.
them all home.
You guys have to push.
They're
the
all
spike.
there. They're all there on the spike.
I'm trying to figure that out.
We should find out when the...
One enemy remaining.
Wow, they look tired. Wow, pathetic.
10 seconds left.
No, there's no time to plan.
Oh, inappropriate.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, good shit.
Attackers win.
Maybe if you were a little more enthusiastic or
One day
exciting.
when
I
you're
didn't
older,
do
I'll
much,
tell you
but I
about
was there.
Okay.
What do you think? About an hour?
I don't know. It depends how many merch messages. Oh my god.
There's a lot of potentials.
Dude, how are there so many merch messages? What the heck are you doing over here?
Let's go.
Unfortunately, today was the day where most of them were reasonable questions.
Oh, weird. Because we didn't even have like a big product launch or anything.
I know.
Bitsets.
Yeah, Bitsets, the top seller again.
Bitsets existed. Oh, the WAN hoodie and Short Haircut hoodie.
Yeah, they're on promo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're moving.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, a higher percentage of quality messages.
All right. Hit me, Dan.
All right, I'll do my best. Hey, DLL, I'm hoping for a 4-hour WAN show to listen to during my attempt at a sub 4-hour marathon this weekend.
You're contributing to it. Way to go.
Good luck on the sub 4 hour.
What is your all greatest physical accomplishment?
I don't know if I have too many physical accomplishments. I can do a backflip on a trampoline.
Outside of work hours?
Yes, outside of work hours, Elijah.
I don't know.
Physical accomplishment. I can ride a motorized unicycle.
That counts. That absolutely counts. That counts.
It's motorized. It's a lot easier.
Does it have a gyro that tries to stabilize you?
Oh, I just imagined like a giant one that had like a 2-stroke on it. Not the self-balancing ones.
I assumed it was self-balancing one.
It's a little bit hard. Oh my god, ads. I don't care about Canada's truck event.
There's a video of me playing hockey where I like run some kid over and my grandpa